Is Happy silenced? Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Looking for surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no
Jesus.
TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god.
Capils a
Oh my god. This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
But this is enough moon. Does he have enough damage or he miscalculated this? Get that way. Are you serious?
Tunnel dead. Right click, Happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke. Doesn't work. Step out.
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt,
Where all the trees go?
Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin, Guagua. Oh!
Good day and welcome everybody. How we all doing today? It is Friday, 1st of August. First of a new month, last month of summer. And if you guys are living in Germany, then you wouldn't have been able to tell for the last couple of weeks that it was summer. It's been raining a lot, which is exactly the way I like it. That means the temperatures weren't spiking that hard and I didn't have to sweat all day. That's a big W in my book. Today we have gathered here to continue with the WSB coverage. We're going to check out the games from yesterday in the VoD replay cast. Once again, in case you guys weren't aware yet, the WSB, the Korean tournament called WSB, is the one tournament we're not allowed to cast live. So we have to go for VoD replay casts. And I've been doing that the last couple of days. We were checking out the qualifiers and the playoffs. And today we're going to check out yesterday's matches, like I said. And I'm hoping that when we're done with these matches, we might be able to catch the games from today. Of course, also with a big delay, again, because we're not allowed to cast them live. If that's going to be possible, if the VOD is going to be up, if there's replays available, I don't know yet. We'll see about that later, but we're going to have 3 matches today guaranteed. Those are going to be 1-0 versus Lin, Moon versus Laby, and then the winners of that match meeting. These are all lower bracket games. Thank you very much, Random Bad Gamer, with the resub. First supporter of the day. Hey Remo, you're early today? Yes, I am. Half an hour early today. Trying to keep you guys on your toes. Also, I still got a lot of stuff to do later on tonight, so I was hoping to start the stream a bit early, because if we're going to be able to check out the games from later in the day, again, I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, then this is going to be a long stream, so get things rolling early. All right, let's take a look at the bracket. We're down to 6 players. Soen and Focus have been eliminated. Only one orc still in the running. That is Lin. He's going to be our first player today, facing 1-0. This is a kick-ass game, by the way. 2 of the greats meeting here. Speaking of the greats, Moon also going up against Labyrinth. Moon, recently in the Super League, was looking absolutely horrendous. Was losing almost every game, not getting many points. Laby, the exact opposite. Laby has been racking up the points in the WSB, but 1-0 seems to be his kryptonite. He lost to him in WSB 3-0, and he lost to him also here in the upper bracket 3-0. If both win, it might be a rematch again. And Fortitude and Cajo, that didn't take place yesterday. That would be today. So these 3 games here, 1, 2, 3, we got guaranteed. And hopefully we're going to be able to catch the next 3 games as well, but that is not a certainty. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And why don't we check out the games then? Starting off our series on Northern Isles. Let's jump right in. Where am I supposed to put the banner? Here? Rogue Energy, you guys. Our wonderful partner, if you are thirsting for some energy in your daily life, or also just some refreshing drinks even without caffeine, rogueenergy.com has you covered. Cool haircut, Remo. Oh yeah, funny thing about that. I got a haircut maybe 1 week ago, roughly 1 week ago. Got a cut at the barber. Was a new barber that I tried out. Yo, thank you, Pabu for the resub. Much appreciated. Pabu. Anyways, yeah, I tried out a new barber, and I wasn't really happy with it at all, to be honest. It was not short enough for the way that I would like it, and if it was supposed to be longer, it wasn't long enough, so it was too short and too long at the same time. And so I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it myself. So I shaved off the sides entirely and tried to get a little bit of a what's that called in English? The bit between the long hair and the short hair. To have a, I don't know what that's called. I've only ever said it in German. Übergang. But yeah, anyways, I tried to cut my own hair. It is looking a bit scuffed right now, but I think it's looking better than before. Maybe in the next life I'm gonna become a barber. Transition. Oh yeah, it might be the transition. So we have the Lin going for a fast tech Blade Master. That's pretty standard. 1-0 with a ghoul opening. So no surprises here yet. Question is, what strat Lin is going to play? Mass Wyvern we've been seeing a little bit less of lately, but still can be quite potent in the right hands. We've also seen some Taurens in recent times. Go tier 3 triple hero Taurens. There's huge potential for Orc with that late game, but that only really works when you got good items and levels. Especially levels. Ooh, nice last hit. That was perfectly timed. Then of course known for great plate master play and great play in general. Ooh, taking a bunch of damage here. But one last hit steal here is already a big deal. This messes with the level up timing for the Death Knight. Would need the next orange camp at the gold mine to get it. Very easy for Lin to read. Lin is going tier 3, Shadow, and it is double bestiary. Yay! The Mass Wyvern are back. Oh, I missed them. Maybe this map is too small to play Taurens. When you play Taurens, triple hero, you want the game to go long, with a lot of creeping. Northern Isles has like a medium amount of creeps, but really not that many. If we're going to Twisted Meadows, for example, I could certainly see some Taurens. Late Master, of course, trying to keep the DK from 3 for as long as he can. Shadowhunter now on the way. But 2 more creeps, and 1-0 is gonna have it. Shadowhunter indeed, not coming for the harass, he's in the middle, going for the classic pull, hex, creep. Oh, Late Master here, a little bit too early with the last hit. Bit of a higher damage roll, might have gotten him that bit of experience, and that now is level 3 DK. And now the coil gets indeed quite dangerous. Items for the Death Knight are okay. Nothing fantastic. 1-0 knows what Lin's up to. He's got the Scout Acolyte right there. Ooh, if there's a coil. If there's a coil, this would be so much wasted time for Lin. Needs to Hex. Where's the Hex? Woo! Hex almost too late. Late Master with the Windwalk secures it. Quel'Thala's boots. Damn. Lawlight losing his mind. Quel'Thala's! Very, very good for Blade Master. Of course. Are Taurens versus Undead a thing? Question mark. Aren't they completely countered by Destroyers and Worms? Worms are terrible against Orc because they have lots of piercing damage with Wyvern Headhunters and also Hex for disable and also Ensnare to lock them down. So Destroyers are terrible. Hold on though. Death Knight. Did I say Destroyers? I mean, Frostworms are terrible against Orc. What was the other thing? Destroyers. Yeah, Destroyers are decent against them, but you can't really spend your time normally killing Taurens because they take forever to kill. Even with Destroyers, you have to kill other things. And if the Taurens stay alive, they're good on the ground, especially against Fiends and Ghouls. Taurens are very, very good against Undead, but they do take a long time to get to. And we're not going to see them this game. We're going to see a Wyvern, evidently. DK there pretty close to being hacked to bits, but 1-0 saves the first hero. Lin is adding in a TC. I really think 1-0 should go for Wand of Negation here. I feel like Undeads don't purchase this enough. When playing especially Fiends against especially Shadowhunter, Wand of Negation is so good. 4 dispels for 150 gold. Also means you can save a statue on the ground. Lin is turtling up a bit. He's getting spiked barricades. He's looking for the late game. He knows he's got strong late game potential with Triple Hero, Blade Shadow, TC. Always an amazing trio. 1-0 wants to finish the game as fast as possible. Lin wants to delay as long as possible. That's the dynamic almost always in Orc versus Undead. When there's a Blade Master. Of course, when there's a Farseer, it's a much different story. Oh, shop gonna go down. Blade able to pick up that orb just in time. Good timing on the reinforced defenses and spike barricades. I guess he had reinforced before, and now also spike barricades. And Lin is trying to buy time. He is delaying. Doesn't want to fight yet. He's creeping up. Every level up for him is going to be a big help. And indeed, so far, his army is looking rather small. Main base taking damage. The ghouls all taking damage from the spikes really good, by the way, against statues. The statue mana is now quickly being drained. You can see first statue out of mana almost already. Blade Master has insane items, by the way, but no invuln, so that's always a bit dangerous. Another burrow falls, big supply block against Lin. Not a comfortable position at all. He's trying to catch reinforcements. First hit purge, always against statue. Oh, no, not this time. Oh, Kodo, that's an important unit. And this Kodo will not be saved with a Nova. Secures the kill. I think the statue also went down. Yes, indeed. Lin is close to 3 level ups. And they would all be big. But still very much supply blocked. Oh, in come the Wyvern. Waiting for the webs. End snare on the Kodo. Oh man, that's so unlucky. Very unlucky with that end snare. Web takes out one Wyvern right away. Lin is looking for the easy kills on the ghouls. Trying to get those darn level ups. TC2. That's also a big level up. Stomp right away. Blade Master. Coil Nova could be his end. But one more ghoul goes down. That's level 3 Shadow. Very important for the level 2 heal wave. Blade Master thinking about going back in again. There's a mana stone for more coils. Lin backing away. He is starting now to hit his stride. 332, that's the minimum of levels he needs. Lin may have forgotten to build a shop here. Still a clear supply lead on 120. But the Orc heroes might be looking a bit superior here. Right now also, there's not much in terms of army over here for the undead. Oh, beautiful stomp in the middle of everything. 120, not quite perfectly micro against that one. Coil on cooldown. Blade Master re-engaging. One more heal wave comes through. We're gonna have another. But that heal wave might be the last for a while. Burrow also able to save those fiends. Crit's looking decent, but without Kodo nearby, not that crazy. And Lin only has one bestiary for production, by the way. It's hard for him to get up in supply. Excuse me. But the shop finishing means he's going to be able to buy some potions soon. That's going to be a good help as well. Mana potion, especially good on the Shadow Hunter with him having a pendant. He's going for a Tauren Totem. So now we'll be trying to go to Taurens as the Blade Master is chasing for kills. I had the Crystal Ball to get the kill here. Reveal against the Burrow. Lin is trying to stay in this, fighting back at home. Oh, nice save on the Peon. And Lin is trying to catch reinforcements. It's gonna pull the undead back here for a little bit. We have the crystal ball still. There is a coil. Might not be enough for the save though. In comes the Kodo for the Devour, but easy dodge right there. Lots of statues, by the way. Oh, gets the Devour. Alright, Lin, all of a sudden looking quite a bit better. He's out of mana on the Shadow, though. Needs to get to back to the shop soon for the mana potion. He's got a heal scroll, by the way. Using that here. Blade Master, still pretty hurt. Very weird looking armies, by the way. Mass Kodos against mass statues. Lin making a barracks now. No Tauren Totem. Oh, Stomp and Devour. Nice. The Kodo gets the Fiend snack. But the other Kodo goes down. That's the Fiend returning. It is some time for Lin to stabilize back at home. He needs some more units, surely. Lots of gold on Lin, but not producing at the moment. Making headhunters now. On tier 3, they are not so impressive anymore. When they're becoming berserkers, might be a different story, but only headhunters, meh. It's something, I suppose. Lin sold one item. Wait, did he sell the claws? He was fully slotted before. He sold one item in favor of the heal potion. We got a raider now. Ooh, dodging the ensnare with a destroyer. Well done. That Kodo kill will be big to return the fiend, but can't get it. Heal waves there. And Lin is trying to slowly climb up to 50 supply. But 1-0 still has a clear supply lead. 55 against 38 only. And 1-0 knows exactly where Lin is, thanks to the Kodo. Next base attack. Pretty sure this Species is gonna fall as well. Lin is not returning home. Really? He's going for the red camp. Ooh, he's gonna lose a lot of buildings here. Yeah, lose that Berserker as well, for sure. Dark Ranger now too. Lin is looking for the big item. Hood of Cunning is okay. That's both production buildings taken out. Lin is gonna look perhaps for more reinforcement pick-off soon. He needs more levels. It's all about levels for the Orc triple hero. Levels and items. Next one gonna get picked up here. Lin's main base in serious trouble. He's taking a lot of damage here. Talisman of Evasion found there, by the way, is okay. Not the greatest. So much gold on Lin. Little bit more creeping. TC's almost 3. Blade is almost 4. This is big level ups. Lin is trading a lot of his main base right now. Ooh, Mob Burrow's falling. The peon's now in trouble. Ooh, this is critical damage against the economy. Lin is down to only 5 peons. 33 supply against 60. This should be too much pressure. Silence on the TC. It's going to break it with the Invo Potion right away, trying to kill the third hero. Dark Ranger, though, not that important of a hero, really. And doesn't go down anyways. Crystal Ball reveal. Blade Master still pretty hurt. Heal Wave much needed here. Kodo's used the Devours already against ghouls. They're going to be eaten up, digested pretty soon. But the TC goes down. Speed Scroll couldn't save him. And 1-0. Looking to close out the game right here. We have Mirror Image, by the way. It's kind of cute. But not enough to win here. Just too much structural damage to Lin. Not able to come online in time. And I wonder if Wyvern were the right call here, because those just got picked off one by one. If the Wyvern can't get you into a good spot in the mid game, then why play them? Why not just go Torrens? Torrens and Berserkers can be a good combo. I am a big hater of the Wyvern. I hope that strat disappears. And 1-0 might be on his way to making that strat disappear. Alright, 1-0 lead for our undead player. And we're gonna jump into map 2 right away. Tidehunters now. The map pick for Lin. Oh, he's going Farseer. Oh! Oops, gotta switch the scene here. Farseer, you say? Remo and his punk rock arc, I like. Yeah, I didn't even know this was necessarily a punk rock haircut. My girlfriend said the same yesterday. No, wait. She didn't say punk rock. She said it's a skater haircut. Yeah. It's a new haircut. Let me know if you need music recommendations. I think I'm gonna pass. I think I'm gonna pass on this one, but thanks for the consideration regardless. Farseer 1 grunt into headhunters. I feel like I haven't seen this in forever.
이 매치업들은 약간 다음 좀 이따 이제 패자조 3라운드가 리벤지 매치가 또 나올 가능성이 있죠.
All right. I am intrigued.
레베런스, 린데 문 둘 다 나올 가능성이 있습니다.
그러네요. 자, 헤이스트 글로브. 건틀렛.
So 1-0 is pulling the expo right now, trying to make it harder for the Farseer to creep.
끌고 가는 거. 약간 이제 이것도 해석하기 나름이긴 하거든요.
Is this just going to be old school Farseer headhunters? Tier 3 triple hero?
사냥하는 게 도와준 거 아니냐라고 볼 수도 있는데.
That is weaker against ghouls nowadays, with the piercing damage nerf. Farseer with really good items, by the way. And perhaps a try of a last hit. Can't get that one, but he can get the ghoul. Oh, he sold the item right away. Didn't even see what it was. Natural being cleared early by Lin. We've also seen Lin expand before with Farseer towards tier 2. That is somewhat of a possibility. 1-0 heavily sniping items early, getting level 2 a little bit on the later side. Oh, and Lin is gonna think about expanding. Not at the natural though. He telegraphed a possible expo play in the north, but it looks like he's gonna go for one in the south. Sneaky, sneaky. Skelly Scout in the center. Ooh, if he kills that one. If he kills that one, that's gonna keep 1-0 very much in the dark. What is going on here, by the way? He's putting the camp with the wolf. Wait, what? What? What is he doing? Headhunter? Wait, what? Wait, what? No way. What? No way. That works! No! No, it doesn't work! Wait, what? Wait, what? What was that? You just built an expansion there with creep still there. Huh? He's trying to keep the creeps busy with the headhunter the whole time. Headhunter has range advantage. Bro, you gotta kite though. You gotta kite, brother. Uh-oh. Headhunter micro here. Looking a bit scary. Dude, I've never seen that before. Next level expo plays by Lin. This is very multitasking heavy. He's playing with a Farseer level 3 aggressive to keep the undead busy on his side. And using one headhunter to kite the creeps. Ooh, that seems so risky, dude. That seems so risky. DK got level 3 as well, by the way. Dude, that works though. I've never seen that before. Level 2 coil now, pretty scary. That might be some easy kills here for the DK. What a sick expansion though. If this works, bro. If that... he's just keeping him busy this whole time. Alright, Lin now probably wants 1-0 to just back off. Get his tier 3 and stuff. And at some point he's gonna creep that expo. Ooh, if 1-0 finds it though. If he finds it though. Seeing no expo in the north and no tech is very suspicious. Uh-oh. 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 There he is. There he is. Oh. This might... Uh-oh. It's not looking good now. All of a sudden it's not looking so cool anymore. Here comes the Coil Nova. Bye-bye headhunters. Yikers. Lin just needed 1-0 to back away. But 1-0 wouldn't do it. It's around on the Farseer. Is he gonna check it?
결국 완성은 시켰거든요.
Oh, the headhunter. No!
이거
Super cool idea by Lin.
네, 이거 약간
1-0 is right there though.
네.
Oh, another headhunter goes down.
너무나 많은 피해가 있었고 이거 들키는 순간
Yeah.
멸망이에요.
그쵸. 약간 경이로운
It's not looking so
플레이였지만,
successful, boys.
경이롭게
Daytime?
망하기도 했어요.
네,
And now he sees the orc right there. Must be thinking, what the hell are you doing?
하는 거 보였어요.
안녕. 이게 뭐야? 120 선수
If he hadn't lost the headhunters though,
보고 싶다고 하지 않을까요?
imagine. He would have the expo running right now. He would be at pretty much 50 supply.
이제 승리하게 되면은
This was a really cool idea. It just
거거든요.
맞아요.
didn't work out that well.
낙서하는 거 같다가도 완성되면 이게 되네 막 그런 거 있잖아요.
When playing tier 2 versus tier 3 with this strat, you need a big supply lead.
끝까지 좀 이게 풀어 나갈 수 있다면
1-0, quickly reaching his peak form with Frenzy and Destroyers soon to be ready.
서두형 뽑으려고 에콜라이트 움직이고 있고.
We got Mana Stone, Mana Potion on Lin. That's pretty good.
어려워 보이죠?
That's in fact very good. But under tier 3,
방금 이 게임은
annihilates tier 2 orc normally.
본게 아닌가.
Especially when there's no Blade Master involved.
이야.
4씩 한 대씩 잘 끌었죠 진짜.
그러니까 저게 끄는데
Seeing some Wyvern as well.
능력이 이상하게 움직일 때가
Ooh,
있는데.
Lin needs more units.
잘 찍었고. 물론 완벽하진 않았겠죠.
Lin needs more time.
이게 한 사람이 두 개 컨트롤한 게 맞나 싶을 정도의 움직임을 맞았어요.
If Lin holds here, I'll be very impressed.
번역기
Gonna be hard to do though. Nova, right clicks, Skelly's being raised.
준비가 좀 덜 돼 있거든요.
이게 지금 디스한테 전부 다 약한 유닛들이에요. 디스랑 이제 3영호한테.
그냥 3영웅으로 다 때려잡을 수 있어요.
And this is the so-called Skelly Snowball.
자, 3영웅 힘 세면 3영웅으로 다 잡을 수 있습니다.
파시어가 안 쓰이는
One kill after the next.
후반
Lin is running out of mana as well. Not good.
초반 넘기는데
Mana potion on the fast here. Okay, more chain lightning.
후반 캐리력이 너무 부족하다 보니까 결국 불마로 사람들이
But the statue here is so good.
잡은 거였단 말이죠.
I feel like this is the biggest problem when playing tier 2 orc. You have no way of killing statues. It's one of the best things about Blade Master. With Orb of Lightning, you can hunt down statues very easy.
2대0 아닙니까?
Ah, GG. What a cool idea by Lin. Such a sick idea. What an amazing strat. Also, if the expo doesn't get cancelled at the beginning, but mainly the headhunter losses before were the big problem. Very important for 1-0 here. Once he got level 3, he stayed aggressive. He didn't just stay on his side of the map to creep up, for example, the Lich or the DK further to level 4. He knew that he had to apply the pressure and look for what Lin might be up to. With there being no expansion in the north and no tech happening for Lin, which he saw with his scout, he knew something was up. Didn't quite put it together that there was also an expo happening there, bottom left.
저게 되니까 한 거거든요. 근데 안
A for effort for Lin, but yeah, not
이대로 하기가 약간
successful
이유가
in the end.
있었다면
예.
버로로 했으면 100%였거든요.
그렇죠. 그렇죠.
네, 문엘로 나이텔프가 할 수 있는 거기 때문에.
Alright, map
버로로
number
했거든요.
3. Lin's map pick again. It is the new map,
지역이 좀 다르잖아요.
Boulder Vale.
여기 말고 또 다른 데가 있나요? 아, 여기 위에 연구소 다르죠.
3 match points for 1-0.
다르지 않나 모르겠네. 좀 다르지 않나요?
같은 것 같은데.
아, 그런가요?
보세요.
Lin this time going for a grunt opening. I hope this is going to be Taurens. I feel like Taurens are the future in this matchup. Not easy to play, but huge potential for the late game.
저는 여기만 다른 것 같아요.
요거는 바뀌었고, 일단 양말 시작.
좋아요.
Starting off with slippers. That's the way we want to see it for the blade.
호텔이면 다.
이제.
얘도 미디움
잘 터지고 있어요. 2번이나 터졌습니다 벌써.
대신은 잠깐만요. 와, 이게 진짜 위험한 게 뭐냐면요.
No Acolytes still allowed here. Blade Master going to pick up the next item. He's got some good damage boost already.
에코라이트 근데 그
Come to think of it, I feel like there hasn't been an Acolyte steal in forever, right? Back in the day, it seemed like Happy did it once a day. But nowadays, the player's too good to allow that. They respect the potential.
DWSL은 뭐 이제 좀 풀리그에서 망하더라도
네.
올킬제 잘하면은 진짜 15등부터
And this blade is looking quite formidable already. But if the DK can freely creep up, he's gonna get level 3 way faster than the blade. For that reason, Blade Master normally tries to play aggressive in the early game. But here indeed, Lin is just playing passive. Just creeping for himself. Is giving a free level 3 to the Death Knight. Oh, speed scroll pop now. Gonna try to get up there in time for the steal. Ooh, if he gets that steal, that would be huge. Wow, is the timing perfect? No way! No way! Oh my god! What is that insane timing? Didn't get the item though. Ring of the Archmagi, I guess he... What is that timing? How did he know? How did he know that 1-0 was gonna be there? That was down to the second. Yo, that was sick. And that's a big swing in experience. Lin the God Gamer. What can you say? Ooh, doesn't get the steal here, but he gets a ghoul. And the DK is still not quite level 3. Needs just one more kill, but that one kill can be hard to get. Drawing out coils now also very valuable. Minimizing the danger. Oh, critical. This is a good start so far for Lin. About to level 3 blade. With that level 2 windwalk, then you can also scout well. Block from the Grunt. No way. Is he gonna get this? Oh, Grunt might be dying in exchange though. But with Blade getting 3, that is totally fine, I think. Pops him out! One coil though should be enough for the kill, and that's level 3. I think that's a win for Lin though. He lost the Grunt, sure, but got a couple of ghouls. 3 ghouls, and he got the level 3. He got good items. DK's items are also pretty good for the Lich. Amazing early game by Lin here. Expert play. Blade scouting the undead main base. Seeing no tier 3, by the way. This means big tier 3 lead for Lin. He's gonna get out his TC quite early compared to the frenzy timing, for example. Lin can't really get those ghouls. That's a narrow tower here, so no opportunity for another kill. And it's Headhunters, by the way. One Grunt into Headhunters. Gonna be Berserkers soon. What does this guy drop? Is it a tome? Agitome! Let's go! This blade is looking very strong. I'm not sure if you can get the cancel here on the slaughterhouse. Oh, that would be big. If he delays the statues here, that would be really big. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at that right click. Look at that right click. The blade items are insane. Oh, wait, he's not getting it. Never mind. Narrow slow. Very good. Another circlet purchased, if I see that right. Lots of gold invested by 1-0 on items. Wait, Blade didn't get heal salve. Forget about that? Ah, now he is. Okay. Some headhunters for some wyvern. And there's the Torrent Totem, boys! There's the Torrent Totem! We're gonna get torrents! That's what I like to see. This game looking very good for Lin so far. That's another ghoul kill. Let's go, Blade Master. I feel like I might be sounding a bit biased in this cast. I mean, Lin is the last orc in the tournament. And he is the God Gamer. I always love watching Lin play. Next item pickup. Periapt is possibly the worst item from this camp, but whatever. Still, more money, more creeps, more experience. TC on the way, Kodo upgrade, Pulverize upgrade.
타우렌까지 다 준비를 하고 있거든요.
Tier 3 Orc, sick potential, but it takes a long time to get everything ready.
너무 좋은.
Oh, Blade.
토렌이
Blade.
충분히
예.
Ooh, almost getting surrounded right there.
비벼져
이거 프렌즈
He might have
됐으면
died if he got surrounded.
먹겠는데요.
네, 됐을 거예요.
Despite invuln. That was a bit sketchy.
자, 우크가 지금 업그레이드 너무
If Lin gets to 50 supply plus, with Blade 4, Shadow 3, TC 2, he's going to be looking very strong. I think if he gets to that point, he's going to be clearly in the lead.
땡겨야 되거든요.
예.
지금 버섯 커브는 아직 누르지도 않았어요.
He's a little bit in the lead already,
일단 워드럼 눌렀고,
but not
토렌,
something that one fight couldn't turn around.
시멘트도 지금 해주고 있고요. 갇혀지면 셉니다. 이게 갇혀질 때까지의 소모값이 너무 커서 그렇지.
Is Remo undead player or Orc?
그 후반
I am undead player. But I appreciate greatness wherever it is.
와드 나오는.
Except for Night Elf, of course. Fuck Night Elf. Just kidding.
저 이거 왜 이 게임 모를 것 같아?
Blade no orb yet, by the way. That's another expensive tier 3 purchase.
약간 오크가 그래도 템 잘 먹고 이득 많이 보긴 했는데 그 최종 조합을 가기 위한 시간을 번 거잖아요. 그걸로 인해서.
네.
그 전에 터지는 불상사는 없긴 한데 아직
No
완성까지
Berserker training, by the way.
보니까
아니 좀 불안한 게 시간
언제든가
3이 안 됐어요.
Maybe they're not going to make any more headhunters from this point on.
지금 뭘 좀 얻어내야 되거든요.
Now we got the Orb of Lightning. Big upgrade for the Blade.
3이 안 돼 있다 보니까
Lin's got the Torrent joining. He's got Pulverize upgrade already.
이게 여기다 그죠? 이 화력
The next
조정해버리면
big item, still held on by the Sasquatch.
이건 더.
Calling over on the Shadow Hunter. Doesn't have a speed scroll, by the way. That's always scary. First hit purge on the statue, of course. Waiting for the stomp. Silence is over. Heal wave is in. Blade a little low HP.
쏙쏙 빼먹고 빠져나갑니다.
Frost armor still looking very strong right here.
타워레인입니다.
저
Oh,
피통도
Nova
천천히
on the
얘기라.
TC. That one might
이거는
be
안
dead.
되고
But he's only level 1. Not that
거의 다 왔어요.
terrible of a loss, maybe. Blade has an invul potion. Gonna commit it right here. Shadow Hunter, don't lose him.
안 녹으면
Losing the Shadow Hunter would be very painful.
잘 빠져나가요.
Excuse me.
영웅이 아까도 말씀드렸지만 이 시간 3이 정말 중요하거든요. 언제전은.
Berserker training is now in fact finished. And Berzies are easy to kill, unlike the Torn.
예.
저거 때려봐야 또 잠대 한 세월 걸리다 보니까
1-0, not many units left, but the... Oh my god! Oh my god, the rally! The rally was in the wrong spot. 1-0, what is up? Blade trying to steal the item, and he gets it, ring +5, really good for the TC. Damn. TC though, very low experience. Needs that level 2 for the aura. Should be solo creeping the lab,
템을 보고
I think.
잠깐 도망간 거였죠.
Then again, maybe you want Blade Master level 4.
타우렌한테 튀겨질 수 있으니까
Crystal ball? That might be good for reveal. Agitome, yep, pick that up. Let's go, let's go. 1-0. Gonna give Lin a bit of space here. They're both gonna continue creeping, and that's always great news for the Orc. Passive game, lots of creeps, lots of levels. That's wonderful for the Orc player. Claws +12 though. That's wonderful for the Lich. Damn, this Lich is looking hella strong. Getting level 3 now as well. Lin looking for his own red camp.
진짜 발러엠.
발로엠이 그냥 제일 좋은 것 같아요.
네, 최강이죠, 최강.
Trying to go for
배고픈데
Master
이런 거 하나씩
Walkers,
빨리
maybe.
먹고 움직이는 것도 괜찮아요.
Dark Ranger though can easily prevent corpses, so Ancestral Spirit a lot worse against undead. But Torrent's still good even without res.
민책, 민책 잘 나옵니다.
Here comes the next base attack. We do have reinforced defenses. We don't have spiked barricades though.
업그레이드 신경 못 썼습니다.
Walker also really good, by the way, for breaking the silence, dispelling the silence on the TC.
언제도 자원 되게 빡빡합니다.
Blade going to the shop. He's gonna need that invul potion for sure.
준비되는 거 좋아요.
And Lin now has the good levels. 4-3-2. There we go. I said if he gets to this spot, he's gonna be in the lead. Let's see if I cursed him or not. TC with insanely good items, by the way.
이번엔 시간 3.
Very, very strong. Oh, we got the Zeppelin as well. Love to see that for the Orc. This is going to make it harder for the Skelly Snowball to find pick-off after pick-off if the Orc micros it well. Which Lin tends to do.
선수도 3딱 잘 찍어놨고요, 경험치. 예술로 찍어놨어요 딱.
Lin needs to remake the shop, I think. We got the reveal. There's gonna be one fiend going down. Invo potion. I think he didn't quite dodge the coil. But still, good stomp. Good kills. Lin now looking strong with his heroes. Blade Master falling back. Doesn't have invul anymore, of course. Stomp, Devour, but that Kodo Beast probably going to be going down. Lich now getting targeted next. Speed Scroll and Heal Wave to save the Kodo. But the Blade might still be dying. Next coil comes through, and the Blade is dead. The Heal Wave is not quite ready in time. Oh, that hero kill might open the door now for the Undead. So much mana still on the Death Knight. The Zeppelin is working out absolutely amazing, saving those Kodos. Man, the Zeppelin is great by Lin. He's got enough gold for the Tavern Res. 6 saves by him. The Zeppelin here, coming in clutch. And Lin now trying to buy time. One more fiend goes down. Also a Berserker dying. Ooh, and this might be the Tauren going down. It's a 300 gold unit. Lost. Destroyers, though, slowly running out of mana as it seems. And those seem to be the hardest thing to deal with right now. The Destroyers. Lin buying a TP. He's running across the map, trying to lure 1-0 away from his main base. And then he's going to be able to TP if necessary. Oh, Coil Nova on the Wyvern. That one goes down easy. Lin making a shop now. A little bit late. This game looked so good for Lin. What happened? What happened? Blade Master going down. I guess that's what happened. Lin now completely out of mana. Blade in the bag, looking for purge kills. Trying to draw the undead back. I'm not sure if it devoured the fiends. Looks like one is getting devoured right now. Yeah. Okay, so now the Kodo is ready to snack again. Ooh, Mana Stone for the Death Knight. Very, very good. And Lin gonna force the undead back right here, trying to take out the Slaughterhouse. Of course, he's got the TP. That one is gonna be necessary now. Oh, TC. Might he be in trouble? Not really. He's got lots of HP. But the anti-air seems to be the problem for Lin. Those destroyers are hard to deal with. Blade Master running south, looking for the next Invo Potion, but I think it was out of stock. Oh no, never mind. He got it. Experience lead now, slightly on the undead. Good snipe. Takes out one statue right there. Again, good Blade Master play being shown right here. Lin would love to creep up a bit more. TC3 would be a big level up for him. Going for Master Training. 1-0 is expanding. Bottom right. Shop goes down again. Has to be remade again. Not sure what item he got from that camp. Maybe the item was gone already. Not many units for Lin, really. When a Berserker goes down instantly, that's annoying. Dark Ranger 3 is always a huge level up. He's now very close to it. Master Training about to be done. Is Master Training really worth it, by the way? If the Tauren dies, very likely he's going to die to the Black Arrow. A little bit more creeping for the Dark Ranger. Looks like he's going to hit that level 3. Oh, Blade. Almost in time for the steal. And he sees the expansion, by the way. Not sure if he can get the cancel. Actually, I guess he can. And again, next attack. Into Lin's main base. Expo cancel, lots of gold back. in 1-0's coffers, 60 supply already.
저게 더 좋은 플레이는 맞는데 그렇다고 오크가 긍정적인 상황은 절대 아니고요.
Eric's goes down. Lin's production is again the problem. But the heroes might be able to carry. At the same time, though, the undead heroes now are also looking pretty strong. TC3 would be a big level up. So much mana on the undead heroes here. Going over right away on the Blade Master. Taking a lot of damage instantly. 2 invo potions used. Definitely a misclick on the Lich right there. And here comes the Zeppelin again. Has to be webbed. Now it's webbed and taken out. That's going to make microing now for Lin quite a bit harder, but the positioning seems great. Where's the Dispel against the Silence, by the way? I feel like that's one thing Lin is forgetting about. He could be dispelling the Silence pretty easily with the walkers that he has. Lin's still holding on. Shop in a weird position, way in the back of the base. It's a close game that we got right here. 1-0 used 2 invo potions. He's gonna have to get at least 1 new one. 1 Fiend getting devoured right now. 1-0 still with a slight supply lead. And he knows where Lin is. The vision is being granted. Another Tauren is being made. Lin, perhaps for the first time, getting into upkeep here. Coilnova again. There's the Disenchant, by the way. Stomp on the TC, hitting the backline. Walker Disenchant now paying off. That is 1 Fiend kill. Kodo's charging forward, looking for the Devourer. Death Knight taking a lot of damage here. Has to go for Invo Potion. Invuln also on the Blade. Dark Ranger in trouble. Lin looking to get the lead here in this fight. Ooh, a lot of damage on the Lich. TC might be falling. The coil is in though. The heal wave as well. Mana now low on the Orc. Very low. Trying to go back to the shop. Heal scroll gonna be necessary. Blade Master. Blade Master. Is he dead? Heal scroll. Something. Ooh, Lin holding on to his heroes here. Barely. Sick fight by Lin. Utilizing now the tier 3 Orc strength. Biggest problem for him is he's low mana always on the Shadowhunter, it seems like. He's got a Clarity running right now, though. And then has a bit of a supply lead. With 1 Fiend, by the way, also devoured, so we have to subtract 3 supply at the moment. Beautiful play here by Lin. Gets the dust, not the Invuln. Might be out of stock. In fact, it is. We see it up in the overlay. And that's why he got the dust. He knows the burrow is a possibility. Good stomp once again, looking for the next kill. Takes out the Fiend. That's level 3 TC. Late Master close to level 5 now as well. Seems like Lin has done it here on map 3. Blade in trouble again, trying to run. Next coil though, can't kill him because of Spirit Link. And the Taurens are doing a lot of damage in the meantime, by the way. You can't focus on the Taurens in these fights. They're too tanky. You have to go for either heroes or berserkers or walkers normally. All of a sudden though, TC very hurt and about to be dead. Almost. Now it's the Orc units fighting. The heroes are not participating at the moment. Shadowhunter is still healthy. He can still fight. TC. Oh, what's he doing there? Ooh, TC goes down. Dark Ranger, though, might also be dead. Ooh, barely. She survives. You gotta save the blade. That's the double level up. Now we got the level 5 Blade Master. Another heal wave. It seems to be game, perhaps. Even a surround here on the Lich towards the end. And that is the kill on the hero. Death Knight gonna be the last undead hero to fall. No save here. Sick fight, though. That was such a cool game. GG is called, and Lin wins map 3. Damn. That was very fun. Super cool. Lin with an insane early game here, actually. Incredibly good early game. 1-0 though with a tier 3. Frenzy timing. Claws his way back. But the longer the game goes, the better it is for the Orc with triple hero. And nowadays also with Taurens. You know what? When playing Taurens, especially when playing Taurens, I think defensive items are premium for the Orc heroes. Because with Torrents in play, you have to focus something else, because Torrents are too tanky. And normally you always want to focus what's in front, so either Blade or TC. So I feel like defensive items
이 피통이 워낙 높았던
gaining
상황에서
more and more value.
훨씬 좋은 효과를 냈네요. 이 피통이 높을수록 포탱링의 효과가
Alrighty.
올라가는 건데
그렇죠.
피통이
Um,
50이어서
So, Lin gets on the board. The score is 1-3, 1-2. Still, of course, 2 match points for 1-0. He's gonna have the next map pick, and that is Concealed Hill. Ah, typical Twitch chat, by the way. The Orc wins one map, and instantly, out of the bushes come the balance whiners. Orc needs a nerf. I'm not so sure about that, buddy. What I am sure about is that you need a timeout. See ya.
캠프를 더 돌지 아니면 상대방을 좀 따라다닐지. 전 게임 우선 2레벨 찍었거든요, 먼저.
So it's Blade Master opening again. Blade Grunts. This could be possible torrent play once again.
그러면요. 이러면 잡아줘야죠. 여기까지 왔으면 그냥 서클렛 사고 아 그냥 상점 먹네요. 상점 먹는 걸로.
Gonna be a fast level 2 here for the Blade, going for the shop right away. With an early War Mill
캠프를 다 먹으면 2레벨이 됩니다.
for Lin as well. So previous map we saw one grunt into Headhunters, right? That one grunt helps quite a bit with creeping early, but is not really helpful in the late game, especially mass grunts. Very bad in the late game. Against Nova, and Destroyers, and Frost Armor.
뭐 진짜 극초반이라 뭐 아이템 이제 슬슬 뽑기 들어가야 되겠죠. 좋은 템들을 하나씩.
I love that Zeppelin, by the way.
처음에 시나리오 짜드렸던
Zeppelin, partly responsible for winning that game for Lin. And I feel like it's only Lin who does this. Buying Zeppelins to prevent Dark Ranger kills and Snowball. It is so good if you can pull it off with a micro. It is very micro intensive, of course.
이끼리 만나야 되는데 일이 지금 이랑 만난 느낌이에요. 단추 잘못 끼웠거든요.
Oh, heavy creeping here now from the DK. If he gets away with this camp, this would be level 3.
상대방 위치
Is Lin gonna check for it?
여기서
With the Sentry Ward, I think certainly.
자, 물부터
Shows himself early.
아, 홀 이거 살렸어.
Messing with the ghouls right here. Gonna take out one of them. Looking for a second.
굴
Oh, gets 2 ghouls. Is one just gonna commit for the Rock Golem?
책도 뺏겼고.
Seems like the Grunt is missing right now. Grunt was scouting somewhere else, joining a bit late. Gonna force another coil here. Really good creep jack by Lin. Prevents the enemy level 3, forces out mana, and gets 2 ghoul kills. This is again a very good start for Lin.
키우고 있거든요.
팅링은 또 들만한 게 이게 3영웅을 가는 빌드이기 때문에
맞아요. 예.
아마 안 팔 겁니다.
이게 처음에
편하게 넘겨야 돼서.
처음에 나왔을 때 살짝 아쉽다는 거지. 중반 이후부터는
네.
나왔을 때 괜찮은 아이템이에요. 자, 돌 맞고.
Remo is very easily triggered. He's pretty weak-minded. Most short people get angry quickly. It's like the Y
데스나이트.
compensate or something.
좋아요, 이런 거.
Ah, they compensate or something.
위치 바꾸기. 튕기기가 안 되죠?
Oh,
린,
Grunt goes down here. Blade Master almost follows into the grave.
이게 지금 데스나이트
Let me just
만화가 없는
time you out
걸
for
확인하고
7 days real quick.
잡을 수 없다라고 생각하는
Ah,
거죠.
it's good to be angry.
누나 소리 봤으니까.
Triggered, I mean.
방금은 단추를
Is this game from May or something? No, this game is from yesterday. This is the VoD replay cast from yesterday. Like I said earlier, after these games finish, if we have a chance, we're going to try to also catch the games from today. Not sure if we're going to be able to.
나왔어요.
게임을 종결시켜.
So that grunt loss hurt quite a bit actually.
진짜 위험했어요.
Giving the DK the level 3. Now the level 2 coil pretty scary.
내가 탈출 방법이 없을 때
But at least the DK is out of
상대가
mana.
이제 윈드완드, 마나 스틸링 이런 거 나오는 지역 사냥할 때 좀
Lin on the way to tier
조심해야
3.
맞아요. 오크는 더 그런 게 나 불만 윈더크스 있음. MC 공당에도 살 수 있음 하는데 갑자기
Shadowhunter's out, so
나오면서
that's an easy save on that Headhunter.
되거든요.
데몬터 같은 경우는 아예 탈출기가 없으니까 애초에 조심하니까. 근데 불만은 좀 그렇게 당한 경우가 은근 있어요.
I think I would like to see some defensive play here again by Lin. Go for reinforced. Maybe even go for a tower.
책.
Because very likely 1-0 is going to be going for that tier 3 timing push with Frenzy into the Orc base. Trying to do critical damage before the Orc heroes are very strong. We saw the previous map
이 책이라서 사실
how much potential Orc heroes have
시원이 먹었을 거고.
if they get the levels.
자, 이번 게임은 그래도 구울이 그렇게까지 많이 잡힌 게임은 아니어가지고 자, 언데드도 상황이 나쁘지 않아요.
Lin with the sentry wards has good vision here.
중앙 중요하다고 아까 말씀드렸거든요.
Presenting himself at the red camp. Would be risky for 1-0 to try to go for this. And if Lin can just
진짜 중요합니다, 여기.
walk back and forth here, keep the undead army busy and keep him from creeping while his Shadowhunter is creeping, then that's a big W in his book.
그냥 여기
We're seeing the Torrent Totem again, boys. Time for Torrents. On this map, if we creep up the fountains and the late game is slow, then fountain healing is also amazing for the Orc, of course.
편하게 먹긴 좀 애매해서
네, 서로 약간 리스크 있다 보니까 조심스럽게 움직이네요.
이러면 또 결국에는 120이 좀 가위바위보에서 이긴 느낌이죠? 만약에 린이
이거 오브 나오고
네.
다크렌저 나오면은 내가 먹을 게 하고 갈 수 있거든요.
그렇죠.
Here's the TC third, waiting still
린이 지금
for the Torrents.
근데 린도 9시
Big heal potion. Ooh, that's very good for the blade. Very good. We saw earlier how hero focus was, well, making things difficult for Lin. I love that he keeps the ring also. Ring either on the blade or on the TC. I think he should actually save it on the blade for now. With the TC being level 1, I think if he dies, it's not that bad. He comes back fast. Ooh, Blade Master. Ooh, 1-0 cannot allow a steal here. With the dust, he sees the blade, but couldn't click him. Perfect positioning on the Blade Master right there. Forces the undead to open up the surround. Buying more time for himself. Could last it as well. Then again, looking very good here on map number 4. Staring down into elimination. Shadowhunter found the slippers. Very good. Oh, and he stole the item! He didn't get the last hit, but he got the Helm of Valor. Oh, shit. 1-0. Couldn't get the item. Helm of Valor is so good. That's so good. It's so hard to get the Blade Master stacked on this map. There's not many opportunities for claws and such. But now, this blade has wonderful items. Plus 12 Agi. And it's going to pick up the Orb of Lightning. It's got enough gold barely. First hit Purge. Second hit Purge. Never mind. Lin's still taking a while to get to 50. It's a lot of investment that he has to go for first on tier 3. 3, 2, 1, still only the hero levels. Really not amazing yet for Lin. That Helm of Valor though. Speaking of items, by the way, look at 1-0's inventory. It is looking horrendous. Only circlet and gloves on the Lich. 1 gauntlets on the DK, and that's it. If Lin gets to level 3 Shadowhunter this game, I think he's going to be far ahead. Kodo comes out. I wonder if it's blocked down there. Doesn't really look like it. Then trying to go for a second Kodo. Then again, playing passive. That's the way you want to do it in this matchup. Draw out the game as long as you can. Don't overcommit. The creep camp makes the engagement here a bit awkward. Lin fishing for purges. We got the double Kodo now. Could be very strong against the Fiends. Lin has a speed scroll. How's he going to use it? He has a crit. One Fiend taken out. TC is going to die quickly here. Didn't even get out a stomp.
아직 1레필이라서 또 이게 마차입니다.
Next purge though. That is the next statue. Going down. Blade Master losing HP. Heal wave is in. Blade's still kind of hurt. The heal potion here is going to come in clutch. And there it is. Woohoo! Right before the Nova. That almost was enough to kill him. The pulverize almost kills the Fiend in the ground. Blade Master though. Oh my god. Is he going to lose him? Heal wave. Blade. TP. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. It almost went down. The Shadowhunter was silenced for quite a while. Whew, if the Blade dies there, all of a sudden it's a way different story. But the Blade survives, and the TC came back in no time. And the Invo Potion is picked up again. And fighting at the fountain, that's something that orcs probably love to do. Shadowhunter with okay mana, decent mana. Red Drake still far from dead. We're getting Walker Adept training before the Walker even. First hit purge on the statue, hell yeah. Next purge against the Frost Armor. That is always the most painful thing when you're undead. Use Frost Armor on the statue and it gets purged instantly. Sag. Lin here looking good, even with rather low levels. Level 3 Shadow, of course, was a big level up. TC2 is going to be the next big one. And then Blade Master 4. And Lin can try to clear the fountain. Wonder wants to make clearing the fountain as hard as he can. He knows that Lin is going to love that fountain as a fallback spot. And again, we're fishing for purges. There's a purge. There's a crit. There's a dust. And the Fiend's dead, but also a Wyvern taken out. One Kodo gonna fall as well. No unit returning as there was no Devour, but we have a Skelly being raised. Blade Master now starting to drop a bit. Low HP. Got the Invuln still though, and mana is low for 1-0. Mana is very low. Invuln committed. Next Fiend taken out. Lin is gonna start running out of healing here though. Didn't get the purge there. Lin is still clearly lacking the aura. No endurance for the move speed is pretty painful. Needs one kill for level 2 TC. But TC might be going to the fountain right now. Supply, in fact, is even, however. Gonna be one more Berserker going down, I think. And the DK still has decent mana left. Blade trying to go to the shop, pick up the next Invuln. These items very important, especially for the Blade Master. And 1-0 might get this creep in the end, which isn't the worst thing for Lin. Lin could just go to the other fountain. I think that's what he should do right now. And 1-0 picks up the Lion Horn, which is decent. Pretty good. 1-0 knows exactly where Lin is heading. Oh, this could be a nasty creep jack, actually. Lin might not have the time to kill the Drake. Oh, 1-0 is right behind him. Oh, he's right behind him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could get scary. There's no dust anymore. Oh, no. Never mind. There is dust. And that's level 2. Big level up. The aura is a big help for the entire army. Stomp in the back. Shadow in trouble. Shadowhunter. Ooh, with the Invo Potion, he saves himself. One Fiend goes down. Kodo also got off a Devour, but the Shadowhunter is dead for sure. Lin has to go for the Tavern Res. He can afford it. DK almost getting surrounded here. But Lin is running out of healing fast. Walker probably going to go down. Huh? Might be getting saved, actually. And 1-0 is winning this fight. Looking for more kills. Lin is not going for the Tavern Res, though. He's going for the altar. Uh-oh. It seems like this game is starting to slip away from Lin. More and more kills for 1-0 here.
좀 불마 다랩되고
He's gonna get the big fountain creep.
게임이 불편해지기 때문에
그냥
일단
파밍-
언데드가 또 이득을 좀 가져갑니다.
그냥 파밍을 선택하네요.
Lich gonna get 3. Dark Ranger perhaps as well.
뭐 나쁠 거 없어요.
붙이고 있어요.
그러니까 보통 이 워스리가 파밍해서 나쁜 경우는 없어요. 그러니까 최소한 평타.
TC doing a bit of solo creeping. Getting level 3 for him would also be big.
블레드마스 이거 약간
And the blade gonna...
큰 사냥 몰아주고
Ooh, can he steal this? He stole the tome.
야!
With that, he reveals his positioning.
네, 미치 플러스. 자,
Doesn't have invuln, by the way. If he backstabs here, he might die.
여기.
Ooh. Ah, there's no mana for silence,
40입니다.
actually.
3렙 불마 미쳐 40. 자, 이거 뺏길 수 있어요.
Is he gonna
우와,
dare?
아이템.
Couldn't steal the item this time. It was Lionhorn again. Would have been quite nice on Lin. Blade is so close to level 4.
근데 진짜 벤시 안 가나요 120?
TC got 3 though.
뭐
But it's the Death Knight now who has a clear lead.
워커가 준비된
over the
상황이면
blade.
벤시가 좀 힘이 빠지긴 하는 건 사실인데. 아, 근데 불마가 너무 세가지고요.
네.
미쳐 42.
Picked up the Agitome with the Blade Master. We like to see that. Strength Tome for the TC. And I think there's still an item at the natural.
활동으로 걸어주면은 광역 디스펠하고 교환을 했을 때 또 만화적인 이득을 볼 수 있는 거라.
다행히 저 끊길 뻔했어요. 갑자기 스파이크 튀어서 놀라네요.
Was there?
해골이 참 많습니다.
No, I guess not. Must have been taken earlier.
2.44라고요? 유즈맵인가요 이거?
Okay. Lin's levels are looking good though. 4-3-3 with really good Blade Master items. He doesn't really have great items on the other heroes. One ring is really good on the TC, but
한 20 후반이겠죠?
nothing more. Lich now looking much better equipped than we saw earlier.
29인가 그럴 거거든요.
That's a lot of skellies. Lin definitely doesn't want to fight right now
왜냐면 지금 최소
against all these skelly boys.
네.
네, 최소 2개, 4알은 채운 거니까.
And 1-0 feeling very strong right now. Expanding behind it.
아, 최소 28? 최소 28.
Got some raiders now as well. Some well-placed ensnares could go a long way. This position seems terrible for Lin to fight, by the way. Seems like he has to come from a different angle.
좀 많아요. 뒤에 꽤 많은데요?
Shout out to Kurt Angle.
해고도 너무 많아가지고 이거 감당 안 될 것 같은데 이게 버섯코로?
Barracks falls. Lin is waiting for the
안
skellies
싸워요 지금.
to expire.
해고 좀 없어지고 싸우자고.
굉장히 좋은 선택입니다. 없어진 다음에 싸워야 돼요.
네.
저기다가 디스펠 써가지고 지우는 것도 좀 만화 낭비라서 디스 만화도 좀 다 빠지고
Trying to yoink the destroyer. That didn't work.
120은 멀티를 선택을 하긴 했거든요.
네.
And the expansion for 1-0 is almost up. He's got the win condition on his side here in a moment.
한 번에 게임 뒤집어지는 겁니다. 전 게임처럼.
그래서 전 게임은 확장을 결국에는 포기하고서.
It's going to be very hard for Lin to afford a tiny Great Hall. He's very low on gold. He's in upkeep already.
그냥 멀티 쪽으로 가면서 땅 끼고 싸우겠다.
좋은 판단이죠.
Ensnare. Is he gonna follow up on this? Not really. Only one more ensnare available.
살랑살랑.
TC in the front. The dispel can be great here against the silence. There it is right away, and the stomp comes through. That's gonna be one fiend taken out instantly. Nova on the Blade Master. Once again, he's looking for purges.
그 풀피입니다 거의.
대신 만화가 없어요.
피통도 높고 방어도 높고 공격력도 높고.
Ensnare catching the next statue. That might be an easy kill. TC with the next stomp. Silence not in this time.
안 걸렸을 때 콜로.
And there's no kills for 1-0 so far. This is a fantastic start for the Orc. Ensnare on the Destroyer. That might be an easy kill as well. Next Fiend taken out. Lin absolutely off to the races in this fight. But the invuln's about to be over. Mana is starting to run low. And the Tauren even goes down. There's a corpse, however. Does he have Master Training? He does have Master Training. He could, in theory, raise the corpse with Ancestral Spirit. There's no mana for that. Sick fight by Lin so far. Stomp! Dodged! With the Invul Potion. Blade Master now in trouble. Blade Master might be dead. He'll wave one more time. And the Blade, with that, survives. What a sick fight by Lin. Holy shit. Still might lose the Blade Master to the bottom right. Right click. One more. Oh my god, he was almost away. He was almost away. Oh, that hero kill. That might win the game for 1-2-0. If he doesn't get the blade here, I think he loses. TC level 4, also really strong though. Lin with tons of gold, by the way. He can go for the tavern res, in fact, very easily. And that might be the last heal wave right here. DK with the heal potion as well. He's so close to 5. Speed scroll running away. It's going to be another raider falling. Could be more skellies being raised. Blade now finally back from the tavern. Still lots of gold on Lin, by the way. If he sells an item, he could go for a tiny. Is he going to do that? No. Oh, 1-0 finding kills here. 2 berserkers taken out. That's level 5 on the DK now. Blade is bringing a mana potion for the Shadow Hunter. And he's going all in. Lin's not gonna have an invo potion this time. That's a big drawback. A little bit of long distance mining for Lin. Time now obviously on 1-0 side. 1 narrow tower would be a huge help already at the expansion. Blade Master, no invo potion. No, wait, he doesn't have. Where did he get the invo? I'm not sure about that. DK. He has to go for the invo potion first. Heal wave on the blade. Heavy focus fire on the orc first hero. Not too many heal waves left. Invuln coming in there. Didn't dodge quite the coil. There's still a mana potion on the Death Knight, so Coil Nova still quite dangerous here. Another statue taken out. Lin is not really close at all to level ups. He's triple level 4, but far away from the next one. Another heal wave. And that's the last one, probably. Lin will have to make use now of the fountain to heal, I think. Oh, the destroyer. Oh, barely gets away. Barely gets away. Speed scroll used to get to the fountain to heal up. Blade Master gonna try to get the next invuln. Still on cooldown though for about half a minute. 1-0, buying mana potions en masse, but they are now probably out of stock. Man, what a cool game. What a cool game indeed. Blade Master back in the main base. Wants to get mana potions again for the Shadow, I'm sure. I know, Shadow Hunter was in the main base, maybe. Yeah, Clarity and mana potion for the Shadow. The little bit of gold that's coming in from the long distance mining. What a close game this is. Oh, but here comes the Narrow. Here comes the Narrow Tower. That's a huge defensive help. It's not done yet, though. One easy kill, probably on the statue right here. Oh, the TC, though. He's out of mana. No stomp. Coil Nova, heavy damage once again on the blade. And Snare on the Destroyer, trying to take it out. Blade Master low HP, has to be careful. No mana for the Nova at the moment. But the Skelly Snowball here could be very dangerous. Here comes one skeleton, level 4 on the Lich. He can use Dark Ritual, doing it right away. Blade Master trying to run and save himself. Trying to take out Destroyers, doesn't work. Devour. Blade Master so hurt. Heal wave in just in time. Seems like Lin has to get a hero kill though. Invo potion on the Lich. Oh, looking for the crit! But there's the invuln. And now the blade, he might be dead. The heal wave not in time. And 1-0 does it. Damn. GG. 25-minute game. So close. Lin with some sick plays here. But not quite enough for the win in the end. Damn. That was a cool series. But 1-0 here comes out on top. Not necessarily what I was expecting. But definitely a very cool game. Okay. we're gonna be able to check out the next game here in a moment. Let me run some ads real quick so we don't get into
공가거든요.
the middle of the
잘해?
next game. And we can go for the next match then, can't we?
마지막에 헥스를 정말 고민 많이 됐을 거예요.
Moon versus Laby is coming up next.
이게
네, 저
낫다.
위는 좀 걸리는데 여기는 바로 먹을 수 있잖아요.
그리고 슬리퍼 어떻게 운을 또 바랄 수 있겠고요.
Wait,
그쵸?
Moon is playing an Ancient of War creep at the very easy green camp. Kind of unusual.
나쁘진 않아요. 왜냐면 여기가 그래서 각각 스탯 그 힘 민지에서 이제 3개가 있고 절대 반지가 있고 섀도우 클럭 5개가 있거든요, 총.
그 아이템 확률보다도 이제 멀티를 견제하려면은 그냥 아예 안 잡고 뛰는 게
With the
사실
Ancient of War in this position, it's easier to go to the other gold mine to creep that, the rock golem.
그렇게 뛰었다가 망했던
But you could also just take the other gold
선수가
mine.
이제 나 거기 안 잡음 하고
Of course, everyone knows
뛰어버린 경우가
Laby
있거든요.
loves playing expansion,
그렇게 되면 이제 이게 리스크가 있는 건데
especially in this matchup
뭐
and against human.
9.9% 멀티를 먹는다고 보니까 예, 바로 뛸 때 이제 하나라도 먹고 가기 쉬운 걸 하는
Lagger.
건데 이게 약간 리스크가 있는 부분은 저게 끌기 했을 때
반대로
어떻게
걸리면
될는지 모르겠네요.
12시로 많이 끌려버리면
근데 어차피 본진 쪽으로 무조건 끄는 거라
예.
에콜라이트가 12시 쪽으로 안 가고 아래쪽으로 갈 것 같긴 하거든요.
그럴까요? 예.
그러면은 이제 뭐 끄는데 좀 될 것 같긴 한데요. 투하처 이거 이러면 애초에 사냥도 안 한다는 얘기죠.
Laby is scouting with the Acolyte.
근데 이렇게 할 거였으면 저는
Wait,
아예
he's not even creeping this
9시에다가
camp.
월을 짓는 게 더 좋지 않았나.
딱 견제 끝나고 나면은 9시 먹게.
네, 이렇게 하면
Moon is using the archer aggressively.
쓸모가 없는 지역을 먹는 거지.
He's gonna go. Wait, what's he doing?
두 번째 아처로.
He's using one archer to creep and one archer to fight.
이거는
That's why he's taking the small camp.
견제하고 두 번째 걸로 사냥하겠다.
Ancient of War was
근데
starting the creep later.
결국 못 들고 가잖아요.
So the demon wants to be down here instantly for the harass with an archer.
그냥 같이 뛰는 게 낫지 않았을까?
Alright, that takes a lot of multitasking, by the way.
근데 경험치를 못
Creeping and fighting right here.
견제 올인을 쳐야 되는 것 같은데.
지능책. 딱 완벽하게 줬고요.
First detonate against the first skull.
이러면서 워사냥이 실수를 안 해야 되는데 난이도 좀 높아요 지금 나이트 컨트롤.
잘 먹었어요. 민슬 나왔어요. 이러면은
세상에.
처음 걸로 약간
And
사냥하는
no
거
denies
아닐까요?
so far, I think.
어차피 이몰 찍은 건데.
예.
Wisp looking for the next detonate, using it on a Skelly boy. Only one. Ooh, Acolyte. Very hurt, by the way. Ghoul's also pretty hurt. Archer pretty hurt. Archer seems pretty dead.
자 블로킹
어?
하면서 자 야비스 컨트롤.
Demon Hunter chasing for
아직까지
kills.
난리 아니에요. 완전.
Can't get the Acolyte here easy. Moon is counter expanding, by the way.
그 11시 사장하지
Not level 2 yet. He took a lot of damage, by the way.
또 구라나 잡고 2레벨 찍고 싶죠.
Not gonna be so easy to heal that all up.
그래요. 도망갑니다. 이러면 사냥 끝나죠.
This ghoul probably gonna be going down as well. Oh, wait. If the demon chases, though,
컨트롤이었다 생각하는데
might cost him the TP. It is level 2. Demon Hunter on 60 HP. Ooh, if there's a coil. If there's a coil! Ooh-wee. That would have killed him.
거북이가 때려줘가지고
Moonjuice is not looking good right now. This attack by Laby could get very scary.
트리도 빨리 올려가지고
Moon needs a lot more healing.
안 나올 것 같고요. 회복 포션 나온 것도 도움 되죠. 클로
Cause of attack. Pretty good.
언나전에서
And Laby's looking very late with the expansion.
센트로드랑 쿠볼은
He's got enough resources now.
개념이고
네네.
Oh yeah, look at the Tree of Life counter timing.
처음에 마나랑 피가
Tree of Life close to finished already. This is a very good start for Moon, it seems to me.
일루전도 이제 상대가 언제 어디서 뭐 하는지 몸대놓고 할 수
Demon
있기
got the
때문에
boots.
편안한
That's
부분이
one
있죠.
more easy kill.
만화번 안 찍은
Still low
상황에서
HP though. Still needs more moon juice.
여유가 있을 것 같고요.
He would love to get a ring of protection right here.
양쪽 다 발톱 나왔어요.
Claws, alright. More damage.
WSB 중계비 냈다고요? 안 냈어요. DWSL이지 않을까요?
Tech for Moon. Not the fastest.
WSB 중계비 안 냈습니다.
But he's making up for it with a fast expansion.
중계비를 애초에 받지도 않고.
네.
But how soon can he actually creep and plant the expansion?
WSL이지 않을까요?
Because there's the counterattack coming. Ooh, and this might be a very bad timing for Moon.
그 말을
He's trying to
통과할
creep the
때는
camp at the same time as the ghouls are showing up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Demon gets the next item. Gloves of Haste. He's got a lot of right click right now. Very good right here against this ghoul flood.
콜 못 썼어요?
네.
Trying to save the Dark Ranger. I mean, the Archer.
몇 개예요?
One ensnare on the Archer. That one's certainly dead.
플레이를 정말 잘하거든요. 이 압박을.
Demon trying to chase for kills. Gets the level 3 here nice and early. Oh, he doesn't have mana burn, by the way. Oh, he's got evasion, immolation.
데몬 쪽에 안 가주죠, 그러니까.
그렇죠.
One more Archer gonna fall right here.
있을 것 같고요. 자, 대본과 사냥.
Demon are creeping this cap without Archer support. Ghouls showing up again. Looking still a bit dangerous.
점도 올리고.
상대 근데 안 깨지나요?
만화 다
Can this
써가지고
Skelly cancel the shop?
만화 관리 잘해야 됩니다.
Maybe.
만화 없어요, 곧 있으면.
네.
Lot of damage from the immolation. Oh, Laby not looking for a second.
자,
It's gonna cost him 2 ghouls, maybe even 3.
세 개까지.
Yep. Demon level 3.5 already. Looking good.
지금 안 그래도 엄청나게 더운 이 뜨거운 여름인데
The DK is enjoying a lot of mana thanks to no mana burns.
앞으로 더 더워진다는데
요즘 살기 너무 힘들어요. 진짜.
Demon trying to chase for more kills. Very important that this Tree of Life doesn't fall, and he rooted in time.
3레벨에다가 아이템 하나 기가 막힌 거 가져갈 수
But
있겠죠.
now the expansion for the end, of course,
자,
is running for quite a while.
작업관
Coil for the kill. That's level 3. But it is another ghoul kill. Demon Hunter. Wait, if he gets surrounded here, he might die even.
MC 공당하면은 정말
And we
위험합니다.
only have 2 archers left. Moon really needs a second hero. And he's got the Naga joining now in a moment.
그냥 대본 무시하고.
Ooh, wait, he uprooted.
깨지면
He uprooted the tree.
와, 레빈스
Oh, Moon, why did you do that? Where are the wisps? Where are the detonates?
깨졌어요, 이러면.
Oh, Moon, this was such a good start for him.
대본도 위험해요.
The detonate's way too late.
딜 깨졌으면 이러면은
Oh, Moon doing so many things so well. But the uproot and the missing wisps, those were big mistakes.
네, 어쩔 수 없어 다시 지어야 됩니다.
게임만
Trying to expand now again on the spot, but that's another 3 minutes until that one finishes. Lots of cool moves here by Moon, but a couple of critical errors as well. In the meantime, of course, Laby is getting rich.
오라가 있단다. 잠깐만요. 또 간다.
Little ghoul hit squad.
제대로 봐놨거든요. ICU 해놨거든요.
아우가 160한테
And
얘기했거든요.
those might be
레벨
enough
보고 배워라,
to get that
160.
cancel.
자, 다시 한번 가요.
이거
Yeah,
로어
certainly are.
늦어진 상황이에요, 사실 이거. 엄청 늦어진
And
거.
all of a sudden, a game that was looking so good for so long is now looking terrible.
네.
자, 대신 데사이트 잡는 지금
Trying to
이걸
kill the
피고
DK here,
비비는 것도
but he's got coil.
쫓아가면서
No
코에다
danger of a
벽을-
block.
벽을 넘겨버렸어요. 살았죠?
네, 살았네요.
벽을 그냥 부숴버립니다.
And now all of a sudden it feels like this game is deflated.
디나 욕심 아니에요?
What can Moon do now?
네, 욕심
I don't
하려다가
think there's much, really.
저는 나이트 굉장히 암울해 보이긴 합니다.
근데도 그래도 그 타격이 있긴 하네요. 지금 보니까
네.
구를 워낙 많이 써서 나무가 없네.
Moon is again trying to expand, and he is going tier 3. But this all is Slowed down so much.
자, 드리고 다시 짓고요. 남는 자원으로 그냥 3티어 갑니다.
More wisps, more detonates. That's what Moon needed the most. And of course also the uproot was the mistake.
네, 약속에 11분 30초.
Two consumables being picked up here by the demon.
마부시 있어요.
Oh, we might need that invo potion right away.
아, 15초
Yes,
모자라서
indeed.
기분 좋게 교환하죠.
그쵸. 이거 한타 때
오.
한타 때 리주버네이션 쓰면서 해야 되는 건데.
그렇죠.
Ooh, Naga hurt as well. That Dryad might be dead. Demon Hunter needs to get back into the fight. Oh, the pick block!
이게 산
Almost
들어가고
leading
해야
to a
될까요?
kill right there.
드라이어드는 문해를 못 먹거든요.
자, 이몰레이션을 먹었어요.
도망갈 만해 보입니다.
아, 틀이 아직도 완성 안 됐네요.
Laby's big push is hitting soon. He's producing a lot of fiends. Tier 3 is coming. Slaughterhouse.
근데 내 만화가 없다 보니까 데몬터가 조금 한 발자국씩 더 가려.
Is Moon not gonna retrain?
하는 건데.
Is he not gonna go mana burn? That would be
볼 이득은 없어요.
unusual.
자, 문해를 다 소모해서 네.
70 타이밍에 나이트 엘프가 60이 안 될 것 같죠? 살짝 아슬아슬해 보이는데
3티어가 완료되기 때문에 근데 어쨌든 돈이 좀 여유가 없긴 해요. 너무 지금 자원을 병력 많이 뽑긴 해서 지금 해야 될 게 많거든요. 언데드도 오브 사야 되고.
We saw Kao playing very well against 1-0 yesterday, by the way. That's what threw 1-0 into the lower bracket. He seemed to show the way of how to beat Undead. Kao's performance there was amazing. With that, Kao made it into the upper bracket final, securing him a top 3 finish, same as Fortitude. Fortitude, of course, the reigning champion from the last WSB season. Top 4 last season was 40, Kao, Lin, and 1-0. Lin is now out. No top 4 for Lin this time. Item on the ground. Ring of Regen. Pretty nice. Tome of Retraining. We're gonna get mana burn.
이제는 만화번이 좀 필요합니다.
Moon isn't even that far behind in supply. It's 15 supply. I guess that is kind of far. Oh, Naga. Bad position on her. That could be an easy kill. Good blocks with the Dryads. The cold arrow comes in a bit too late. Oh, and that's 2 Dryad kills for free. Not a good start. Those, of course, die super fast.
70대 50이죠. 지금 뽑고 있는 거 해야 이제 분위기인데.
You might be able to kill the Naga with a couple of burns.
사실 지금 죽어도 그동안
But in the meantime, Moon is losing a lot of units. Dryads and Bears going down one by one. Levels are good on Moon. He's almost got a level 5 Demon Hunter.
그러니까요.
But that expo cancel seemed to be a bit too much.
데몬터가 거의 5레벨까지 레벨은 많이 올리긴 했습니다.
Moon trying to buy time, trying to catch reinforcements.
아, 보통 이럴 때 나이테프가 웰스프링도 해놓는 편인데 나보고 여유가 없어요.
이게 블레싱업도 돼 있고 안 돼 있고가 버티는데 굉장히 차이가 큰데
안 돼 있죠.
네, 블레싱도 안 돼 있죠. 방위로
Finally, we have the Orb of Venom for the Demon Hunter.
나이텔프가 지금 가난합니다.
Almost a 20 supply lead, though. This is looking very, very rough. Demon trying to get a kill on the Fiend. Can't get it. Still no level 5. Now he finally has it. At long, long last.
효과적인 상대 만화 빼기를 할 수는 있습니다만.
Naga returning for 1-0 as well. Seems like he's never really dropping much supply. And now he's going to have A-bombs joining in as well, especially at daytime, as daytime is going to be hitting. Very nice timing.
만화번으로 옵시 깡통 잘 만들어놨고요. 디스 띄우는 것도 생각해봐야 될 것 같습니다.
We saw Kao, by the way, yesterday. not just having bears on A-click, but intentionally putting them either on fiends or heroes.
터진 게임은 아니거든요.
네.
그
That seemed like a
나이테프가
new
템포
little
기본
addition.
템이 꽤나 잘 나와 있는 상황이라
But now, I
병력만
mean,
비슷하게
the numbers are
있었으면
speaking a very
좋겠는데
clear language.
이 트리가
Moon's also out of
이렇게
mana,
안
so
좋게 돼버린 게 너무 컸죠.
that's another problem.
수도 있죠 사실.
네, 그렇죠.
자, 문el 얼마 남았나요? 문el 한 두 통 반. 근데 만화를 다 쓴 데몬이라서 문el 마셔도 생각보다는 많이 안 찹니다. 아, 방구업 왔죠? 방구업 몸이.
If the expansion falls, this game should only be able to end one way.
힘들고요.
Demon Hunter does make it back home just in time with his staff.
보존도 조심해야 되는 게 핀드 상대로만 보존하면서 죽는 그 본진과 사망이 발생하는 거거든요.
맞아요.
그 미사일 어택 때문에.
Is there a break in the Super League?
조심해야 됩니다.
Yes,
많을
we are
때
on a 1-week break for the Super League. It's gonna be back on Monday.
보존 쿨이야. 보존 쿨. 보존 쿨.
Ooh, Demon again very hurt. The staff was on cooldown right there. And of course, with the expo down, Moon has to call it GG. And that's the 104 Labyrinth. I almost said 1-0. Very good first map by Laby. Although the beginning was difficult, Moon honestly had a cool idea. The instant harass with the Demon Hunter. I love to see that. But especially the wisps. The wisps being late here, that was a big problem. And that ended up costing him. We're getting to map number 2 though. This is going to be Moon's map pick.
이번에 왠지 본진할 것 같은 느낌.
And it's Boulder Vale again. Seems like we're seeing this map a lot today.
끌고 가기 되게 괜찮거든요, 여기 위치가.
Laby is continuing his great form. Yes, sir, absolutely.
자, 비벼서 이거 최대한 워터가
We've seen him
하고,
tearing through the Super
이거
League.
궁금하네요.
1-0 seems to be Laby's kryptonite though at the moment. So if Laby wins this, it would be 1-0 next.
저거는 패치 안 될 것 같아요, 아예.
저도 약간 보존 제플린처럼 대회 룰로 만드는 건 어떨까요? 쓰면 실격.
뭐 오크는 요즘 잘 안 쓰고 있어가지고 어떻게 나이트F랑 언데드랑 좀 잘 협의를 보시기 바라겠습니다. 저희 선은 벗어난 것 같거든요.
Is TH 40 or Infi? Well, TH is TH. He's neither 40 nor Infi. Don't know exactly what you mean by that.
간간히
Fortitude is in the winner bracket final in this tournament.
끌고 가기요?
Will be facing Kaho.
아, 보존 제플. 아,
예전에 진짜 다 했거든요. 모든 핑에서 다 했거든요.
네.
요즘
Level 2 Demon
핑이 안
Aggression.
좋을 때만 좀
That's a classic.
정말 신기한 컨트롤이긴 하죠.
Trying to make creeping for the undead hard
안 좋아야
and drain all the mana.
대폭 상승하는.
예전에
컨트롤.
핑이 되게 좋아도 다 됐었거든요.
네.
오프라인 대회에서도 전 썼었으니까.
그땐 그 금지가 아니었나요?
제가 몇 번 써가지고 그 CC 선수가 예전에 항의해서 금지됐어요.
원흉이었네.
Little bit of immolation play.
근데 그거 안 썼어도 제가 이긴 게임이었는데.
Almost a kill.
네.
Mana burn, mana burn, mana burn.
졌다고 띵띵
Where's the mana burn, bro?
깰 수도 있지.
CC도
Oh, creep steal with the archers. That's neat.
오랜만이에요, 진짜.
Demon Hunter is very low HP though. Don't know.
중국에서 포커 하는 것 같았는데 지금 뭐 하는지 모르겠네.
And didn't use mana burn. Oh, little mistake here by Moon. Next coil could have been dangerous, but he's not quite in kill threshold range.
마음은 좀 편할 거예요.
확실하게 아니라서.
패멀은 아니구나.
네.
패멀이냐 아니냐.
Laby's items would have been insane on the Demon Hunter. On him, they're not that good.
CC 그 안경 쓰는 나이 맞죠?
중국의 그쵸 넘버원.
미남형 아닌가요?
Seems like undeads always like creeping this shop up here quickly.
그쵸 그쵸.
With a couple of ghouls, not that hard to do.
좋아요, 급한 미남형.
Big item up for grabs here. Toby Mask. And such.
플리는 블리자드 피셜 그거였어요. 스킬이었습니다. 스킬.
아,
버그랑 스킬을 블리자드에서 정해줬었거든요.
그래서 버그는 고친 거잖아요.
네, 막힌 게 버그고.
Man taking a long time to try to get level 3.
땡기기는 버그.
Clearly behind the Death Knight, who gets it here. Quel'Thala's boots. Oh my god, dude. These items would have been so sick for the demon.
해가지고 막았죠.
아, 불마가 유닛 튕기는
Demon
건
would get level 3 if he gets to finish this camp, but perhaps there will not be time, because Laby now with his own level 3, he's on the hunt.
18년도인가 19년에 블리자드 갔을 때 물어봤었거든요.
네.
어떤 것이 버그고 스킬이냐.
Oh, Demon gets the last hit,
맞겠다.
picks up the circlet,
막은 게 이제 템 튕기기.
and with Shadow Meld, Archer's also hiding.
그리고 그것도 막지 않아요.
Not dying right here. Another aggressive coil forced. Death Knight now out of mana. Bullet dodged for Moon.
아, 그것도 제가 굉장히
No serious damage taken from this little creepjack.
스킬이었는데.
아, 뭐 방송 컨텐츠로 좋긴 했죠.
생각 안 하고 있었는데 맞네요. 그런 것도 있었죠. 나중에
네.
하러 가야겠다.
이거 최신 버전 안 되지 않나요?
최신 버전 안 되죠.
네,
1.27 같아요.
자, 이거 확실히 본진 플레이 3티어 가고 있고요. 자,
이
라비어.
게임은 나이트가 상당히 좋습니다. 지금 무난하게 풀어가고 있는 상황인데
그리고
데사이트가 3을 잘 찍긴 했는데 나이트 엘프도 지금
Demon Hunter still needs a little bit more for the level up.
점점 키우고 있고요.
사실 냉정하게 말해서 라비린스는 본진 플레이가 무서운 게 아니고 사실 멀티 플레이가 무서운 선수잖아요.
그렇죠.
근데 그게 아니라서 뭐 나이트
그렇다고 해서 예전에 라비 선수가
And this is looking like a very normal one base game so far,
네, 예전에는 진짜
which is kind of rare to see by Labyrinth. This expansion really doesn't seem to be good for fast expansion, so I guess
컸는데 지금 그렇지
they just say this expansion doesn't seem good for fast expansion. I mean, this map doesn't seem good for fast expo.
29.
But Labyrinth didn't veto, so here we are.
양 선수 다 별로 하고
Laby has very bad aggressive items, by the way. Nothing on the lich, really, in terms of damage. Just one slipper, which is mediocre when it comes for damage. Oh, and here we got a big item for Moon. Scourge Bone Chimes, absolutely amazing for the Demon Hunter. Also quite good for the Bears.
야, 120만 날래, 림만 날래. 이거에서 차라리 림만 날게. 이게 정말 재밌는.
Big red camp, though, for Laby. With that, he's getting the medallion. That's more damage for the lich. Should be ending up on the second hero later. As tier 3 is finishing up, we're going to get orbs. We're going to get triple hero. At least triple hero on
맞아요.
the undead.
뱀피오라가 나와줬고 대마포 챙겨갑니다.
Big mana potion. Not really what he likes.
근데도 용기 메달
린
나왔네요.
선수 86이고요. 120 선수 96인가 그렇습니다. 97인가?
문
120
선수랑
96 로맨틱 95 라이프 97이었던 것 같은데 아마 이쯤 될 거예요.
문린이 둘이 동갑인 걸 알고 있고.
Naga being picked up. And here we're going to see the Frenzy Ghoul timing by Laby at 50 supply. This is a rare sight. Normally he's always going for the expansion and then, 70 supply timing. But here the classic
아닙니다.
Frenzy timing push.
21일입니다.
Oh, one Moonwell might be going down right away. That would be painful. You want to save that Moonwell. Get in there for the repair. Too late, though. Didn't even heal fast enough. Moon's TP maybe too defensive.
문에 끼고 있는 상황이라.
And Master Training isn't done yet. Uh-oh. Nova on the archers. Good damage with the Fog Lightning, though.
한번 나비도
We have level 2 Immolation, by the way. No evasion on the Demon Hunter. He's running quickly out of mana, as we can see. One bear close to falling. There might be a staff. Nope, never mind. There's no staff.
자, 만화 번할 만화가 없고요, 데모터.
It's a lot of hurt ghouls over here, by the way. Demon Hunter would love to get some more kills. There's a mana pot on the Naga. She could use that for more Fork Lightning. And finally, we got Master Bear training finished. Coil came in a bit too late. Oh, that's a Fiend taken out. Well placed Fork Lightning right there. And it's daytime. No Moonjuice region, really. Nova on the Naga, but no follow-up. That doesn't seem to be the most well-placed Nova.
잠깐만요.
Oh, she's hurt now. Heal potion necessary, and the heal pot will save her.
취소하고 포션 사 먹었어요.
Supply-wise, we're still fairly even.
그때는 뱀피 파는 것도
Home base advantage, of course, for Moon. Good mana burns, undead units. Completely out of mana. Units and heroes.
자, 근데 핀드 위치 안
Oh,
좋았어요.
and that is another Fiend caught. This might be another easy kill. Maybe not so easy.
나가시.
Naga.
나가시. 약간 낚시.
Ooh. Very hurt. Demon, though, he's gonna get the Destroyer. Couple right clicks. The Dryad slow with still applied. Big kill for Moon.
살짝만 조심하면
And Moon holds the attack. And he got a lot of
굉장히 좋습니다.
experience on the Demon Hunter. Sick items, by the way. He's got Ring of Regen and Healthstone. So much HP regen. Really, really good. Lawlight is showing it right now in the overlay. 500 HP regen already. And we can see it ticking up.
2월 14일.
아, 그래서 형이라고 하는구나.
And level 5 Demon Hunter seems to be a guarantee this game. If Moon gets level 5 Demon, I would see him ahead in this game.
선수가 92년 3월 3일.
무섭네요.
That ring plus 5?
보호의 반지도 좋은데요.
Oh, ring plus 5. Very good for the Demon Hunter as well. Some sick items for Moon here. Foot of Cunning, though, also very good for the Lich. Plus 12 int now. That is really strong. Get both red camp items. Normally you always try to avoid your opponent getting both red camp items, but I guess Moon this time couldn't stop it. But he gets to level 5. Another Healthstone. Oh, hells yeah. Now also protecting both heroes. He didn't give the ring to the Demon Hunter, though. That's definitely a mistake. You should pass either the circlet or the gauntlets and get the ring of protection to the Demon Hunter. It's not even a question. Coil Nova is in, but that might be the only Nova. Lich now out of mana. The burn was good. Next mana burn, by the way, where is it? There it is. And now, undead heroes. Low mana indeed, but the bears also are suffering. Why didn't the Demon Hunter have the ring of protection? Why didn't he run in the front line?
핀드부터 빨리 잡아야 돼요.
근데 언제 대승하는 그림인데 이러면?
이게 상점을 깨고 시작한 거기 때문에
Bears are absolutely getting wrecked one by one. Much will come down to the Demon Hunter once again.
본진에서 언제가 대승하면 게임 끝나는 거거든요?
There's a sentry ward here for Moon, I think. Yeah, so he's got the detection against the burrow.
일단 숨어 있는 핀드들
Getting more kills. That's 2 fiends picked off.
기수도 다 떨구고 있기 때문에 아직 헬스도
Destroyer forced back. Supply is still dead even. And the Demon Hunter is still holding strong. Still didn't have to use the Healthstone, by the way.
무적?
Why don't you have the Ring of Protection, though? God damn it, Moon.
오다 보니까 영웅 잡히면서 게임 끝날 때가 있거든요?
Pretty sure you should give the gauntlets to the Naga. And the ring to the demon. And that is another kill. In this case, a deny. But Moon holds, and now he's looking very far ahead. Naga almost level 5. Demon starting to work towards level 6.
Gamba.
Take a Dawn of War with the resub. And we can't really do Gambas for these games because these are VoDs. The results are already out there if you guys want to see them. But I try to avoid looking at the results. And I imagine many of you did as well. Alright. Score tied up. Moon here working with a very strong Demon Hunter. That was looking good. Kind of unusual to see Laby and Moon, both very avid Expo players, neither playing expansion. Kind of weird. Laby, really not the best one-base micro player. That became evident here. Maybe now he's going to go back to his signature style of expansions as we head into map 3. Demon Hunter first. Against a Lich first for Laby. Ooh, Lich first fast expansion. That's a Laby special. Sometimes he's even done this in the center at the empty gold mine.
어디 가면은 이거라도 가야 남는구나 싶은 생각이 들더라고요.
Waiting for the Lich to come out, and then we're gonna see an unsummon right away. Getting some resources.
갈까 했는데 그때 카메라 감독님이 갔다 오셨는데
Double skull.
네.
Demon Hunter, what is his item?
1시간 반
Claws of
걸리고
attack?
별로 볼 것도 없고 사람밖에 없다.
Would like more a ring, I think, but claws can also be quite good.
감사합니다.
Okay, interesting.
근데 고생해야지.
Fast Expo in the center. Level 1 Lich Aggression.
진짜 더웠어요.
KBS 감독님
Demon Hunter is looking for the fast level 2, and he is gonna get it.
좋은 기억을 만들 수 있는.
사실 하얼비는
Starting off with evasion. Ooh, very good items. Claws and slippers. Oh, the detonate! Ooh, big mistake by Laby. That's a big no-no.
대박도 하기 대박.
Triple detonate.
말하면 또 당해요.
And one Frost Nova might be the only thing he gets out. Mana burn before the next Nova.
이게 8초고 마나번 7초기 때문에
This is a terrible start for Laby.
무조건
Terrible start.
잡혔어요.
Gets one archer. Oh, and 2 wisps. Okay.
데몬터가
The start is a bit better than I thought.
근데
네.
정비가 안 된 상황에서 따라붙고 있어가지고 이거 그냥 때려도 되지 않나요?
But this Lich is not having a fun time.
가서 때려야 됩니다.
That's for sure.
아프긴 해요, 확실히.
Demon Hunter also very hurt though.
쫓아가야 됩니다, 정비고.
Can Moon try to get a cancel here? Perhaps not. He's trying to counter expand now.
한번 에콜라이트가 비벼주고
Acolyte block. Oh, that was a nice move.
좋았어요, 레브린스도.
Perfect positioning on that Acolyte.
그쵸.
막대기도 하나 더 사고요.
Keeps things from getting too weird.
최대한 트리 끼고.
지금
근데
호러가
나이트 엘프도
안 하고 있다는 거.
약간
90 seconds for the Tree of Life to finish. We got boots on the demon, of course. He's got a decent amount of moon juice. Should be able to mostly heal up his first hero. Oh, Tree of Life though, spotted. And that's of course where Laby is heading right away. He didn't use the dagger to heal, which is kind of weird.
이러면 타이밍 좀 잃었어요.
그러네요.
네.
이거 다 같이
Seems like he should have done that.
것 같은데.
그러게요. 이러면 트리 캔슬 타이밍이 좀 애매하죠.
Moon did shock quite a bit on the first day, by the way. On day 1, Moon defeated Lin in the best of 5 in a 5 mapper.
이게 사냥터를 3개를 다 먹어버리면은 리치가 레벨 오르는 것도 말도 안 되고요. 아이템도
We got the Nerve Tower up now. Easy to creep now. The camps, and not just the green, but also the orange camps, possibly.
그렇죠. 오. 자, 경치 못 먹을 뻔.
And the Narrow is very hard for the demon to deal with. That slow on attack speed and move speed is absolutely huge against the Demon Hunter. But most importantly for Moon, his counter expansion is finishing. Question is, can he also set it up? Laby could bring in lots of ghouls to try to make the creeping hard, but there's no aura to back him up. No Death Knight, just Lich. Lich now also with boots and circlet. And there we go. Narrow tower creeping. I used to see this many years ago from HLA on Last Refuge. Do you guys remember HLA? Was a German undead player. Not super successful, but always a great mind for the game. And a really cool dude as well. On a side note. He was there in the early WCA days. 2014, 15, 16. What was his name again? I mean his Christian name. All of a sudden, we got the Lich close to level 3 right here. Ooh, and that Creep Jag is gonna come and hit hard. Big Nova on 4 of the archers right away. Ooh, Moon, this is painful. Still busy with the creeps. Another archer goes down, level 3. Now on both heroes, the mana burn is too late. And that is possibly every single archer going down. And Demon Hunter does have fantastic items though. That's at least something going for him. Going for an early shop as well. I'm not sure if he made a Hunter's Hall. He certainly is going to need one. Tim! Yeah, right, his name was Tim. True. I remember back then, you know, 2016.
오레벨까지
He had a kid on the way already.
공중 싸움도 리치가
And back then, Neo and I, we were in our 20s,
리치
like
오프너는 공중
middle
싸움이 너무
of our 20s. And the prospect of having children
3부터도
terrified, I think, both of us. Certainly terrified me back then. And we were just like, oh my god, dude, you're having a kid. Jesus Christ. That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. I think Tim back then was a lot more mature than we were.
그래. 와 완성.
Oh, he's gonna get the Ziggurat up. But there's still a narrow tower here, so still a very strong defensive position for Laby.
딱 맞아가지고 됐네요.
이제 이 티어 완성된 언데드고
네,
Laby's on the way to tier 3 already, though. I guess so is Moon.
사랑에도 이제 직원이
But Laby's working with a lot more gold so far. Frost armor really good in the early game against the Demon Hunter, by the way. As long as you got the mana.
좀 투자 안 했거든요. 심시티 이런 거를.
3.5 on the Demon. Good experience. And the Lich, of course, struggling with low mana this whole game.
다 없어요?
Got a staff on the Demon Hunter, so he can stick around here and be annoying.
잡혀.
Oh, getting one ghoul kill. Having immolation would be sick now, but
놀이칼 던져버렸죠.
doesn't have that. Can get an acolyte as well. And that was a neat little attack that also slows down income by a bit.
졸업 중이긴 한데 멀티 쪽에 하나
For a short while.
그거 갖다 놓으면 되겠습니다.
나와.
Acolyte spurging out, trying to get into the main base.
게임이 가야 될것 같은데 이런 거 한번 놓치면 이제 난 보냈다 이렇게 생각하고 있을 수 있거든요.
이거 그거 생각나네요. 그 바람의 나라 그 길. 길.
자, 길 하나 막아버리기.
길.
Do Inuts have no options for mana in their shops? They do have one option. It's called Mana Potion. That works. And of course they have statues, which are also kind of connected to a shop, come to think of it.
템은 보팅링.
Ring plus 5. Oh shit. Demon Hunter items are going to be amazing this game. But right now, the Demon Hunter is indeed quite hurt. Oh, coil. Oh, Nova! Oh shit! He didn't see the mana potion. I didn't see the mana potion either. Oh, that Nova
이제 보나요? 레벨스?
results in a big kill.
레벨스 댄스
Demon Hunter taken out. Moon, by the way, is trying to tech two Talons. Acolyte still stuck here in the center. So there's still only 4 Acolyte mining in the main base.
끼어들 수 있는 거죠.
이게 건드려주면 티 나는데 이제.
그렇죠. 건들면 이제
Of course, the expansion here is easy to assault. And some Acolytes can always be picked off. He's gonna force Laby back, buy a bit more time for Moon's production. And his tech.
방어가 잘 안 돼 있었다.
Gonna have to TP out now. Getting a couple of Acolytes. Gonna lose one Dryad though. And that is level 4 Lich.
그냥 들어가고요.
나비 이거 타워. 이거 당장 변신 안 합니다.
Hippogriffs being made by Moon. Not going for the stronger Talon tech. The stronger tech that, however, takes longer.
이거 본진 끝까지 모르겠는데요.
And Laby doesn't have the big army just yet. He's sitting at 50 supply for quite some time. He is, in fact, lacking some gold. He is, in fact, mining with only 8 Acolytes right now. I would say this game is looking pretty good for Moon. Demon level 4, nice and early. The Naga finds herself clearly behind, though. Only level 2. That's also kind of weird. Talisman of Evasion was the item there. That is not very helpful. Outside the gold. And the supply is even. And that's good news for Moon. No invul in the Demon Hunter is pretty scary, but he's got lots and lots of armor. Also, it's natural nighttime now with Wellspring. We have a lot of Moon Juice regen kicking in.
인구수는 그래도 나이텔프가 잘 갖춰놓긴 했는데 아직도 4인 킥이에요.
Moon with a supply late here. And there's no web yet. Hippogriffs are going to be doing very well for a short while.
얘기해볼 수 있는 게 아래쪽 멀티도 먹어도
But there's no fight even coming yet. I would love to see Talon Adept training now. Get ready for the Talon tech. Still mining 4 out of 5 XD.
인자원 600 정도는 덜 캐고 있어요, 언데드. 결국 그냥 나눠 가져가는 그림으로 가네요. 날테프도 이러면은 한시를 먹고요.
Red camp being taken. Solo experience for the Demon Hunter. Really? The Naga is missing out big time.
양쪽은 뭘 가져가나요? 12발토.
Claws plus 12. Good for the Naga.
12발토.
Moon is running out of inventory space though.
같이 12발토면 언데드가 좀 더 기분이 좋은데 안 먹고 가면 안 돼요.
Wait, he didn't sell the
템을
Talisman of Evasion. That's very weird.
아니
Claws on the ground!
아직 풀템이어서 먹어.
Bro, what?
그쵸. 아, 인벤토리 is full.
Also Laby with claws plus 12 by the way.
아 여기 아이템 뭐죠?
여기 노빌이었고. 여기
템닝 버리고 부신 거
네,
같죠?
네, 삼택님 버리고서 노빌 챙겼는데 삼택님 버리고 12클러 챙겼어야 되거든요. 저거 만약에 언데드 손 들어가면
Talon Adept training is going to be coming now.
12클러 채워야 돼요.
Still going to take quite a while. Bro, there's claws plus 12 on the ground. Yikes.
모르겠는데 지금 보이긴 보이거든요. 화면상으론.
We've seen Kao sometimes play a bottom third. It seemed like this game there would have been room for a bottom third.
보통 작게 해두지 않을까요?
네, 좀 좁게 해놓기도 하고 그다음에 화면도 살짝 아래로 보고 있을 거라서.
Just sell the talisman, Jesus.
결국에 저거.
He ain't doing it.
이거 리치 12클러 들면은 데미지 플러스 36입니다.
저도 한번 이런 실수를 예전에 한 적이 있었는데.
Okay, Moon now starting to build into talons as well.
한 실수 한 번씩은 다들 뭐 있잖아요.
저도
And Laby gonna switch into guards.
저는 뭐 제 영웅 제 손으로 죽인 적도 있어요.
Dude,
물론 그거
if Laby goes to the other red
아니긴
camp,
했는데,
he could find another claws plus 8.
했는데 전병력이 때리고
That would get the Lich up to 36 bonus damage.
예, 그 명장면으로
That would be ridiculous.
제 명장면.
Not too far away from 5 anymore.
아, 스킬쇼 맞으니까 데모도 체력 절반 이상 날아가고요. 그래도 다행입니다.
리치다 보니까 선리치다 보니까 예, 히포그리프로 이제 갔네요.
The great thing for Moon here in the slow late game is he can focus on upgrades. Bear, Talon, Dryad, Hippogriff, they all benefit from the same upgrades, which is very strong late game wise as far as cost efficiency goes.
나중에 이제 찌꺼기 있나 한번 쓱 가면서 상점부터 해서 한번 쓱 흩어보면서 확인할 수 있겠습니다만.
Of course, Laby could still just go for another expansion. He's got another gold mine on his side of the map. That's a luxury Moon certainly doesn't have.
가요. 안 가요. 가요.
Should he have gone for a third base earlier, by the way? Claws. Wait. Oh my god, if he sees this.
그 맵에 찍히진 않거든요. 템 떨어져 있다고.
No, didn't see it. Didn't have the camera there. We haven't really had a big fight yet this game, right? It's a lot of build-up. Nova, of course, very good against Hippogriffs. Always great against air units that tend to stack up. I feel like Moon should have gone for a third hero this game. In the past, I would have said Panda, but the new Panda is looking like hot garbage. So Potter might be the better call. Lots of gold, by the way, on both sides. Oh, is he gonna go for sappers, maybe? Double sapper. Oh, wait. Oh, he doesn't have Nature's Blessing. Oh, he doesn't have Nature's Blessing. Oh my god. Boom. Kaboom. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. Ooh, that's very painful for Moon. He doesn't have the lumber to remake the tree. This game looked so good. Moon is setting up the expansion again, but that's 3 minutes without mining from that gold mine. And here come the webs. All the hippogriffs and talons getting caught. It's gonna be nothing going down on the undead, if I saw that right. And also disease cloud applied. With the third base coming up for Laby. That sapper. That sapper. Those two sappers. Oh my, oh my. If Moon had Nature's Blessing, that wouldn't have worked. Or just a Wisp Scout there. And now Laby definitely in the winning position. He's going for another sapper. No way. Oh, boom! Oh, the Frenzy Ghoul's enough! Oh, damn, yo. Laby with the timing. Man, this game looked good for Moon. This game looked really good for a long time. I guess that was always the concern of the third base. Man, we're gonna have 3 towers up here in no time. Okay, in we go. It's a strong Night Elf army at least. Moon needs to smash this fight. Got a lot of Fairy Fire also applied. Heal Scroll used already. That one now not available for the fight anymore. Destroyer is still very much alive, by the way. The Talons didn't get the kills they were hoping for. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter, finally. With another kill. That's a big level up he was looking for. Death Knight. Whew. Very hurt there. Has to TP to save himself. And it's a couple of kills for Moon. Not a bad exchange at all. But we have 3 versus 1 mining base right now. And Moon's pretty hurt. Laby now going into Gargoyles. Those do very well against Talons. Oh. Sini is lagging. Web's out. We got the dust as well, so Moon is paying attention to a lot of details here. Just the sappers he didn't pay attention to. On maps like this, where the lab is so close to your expansion, you always want to have an eye on possible sappers. And now Moon is going for the bottom. Another good carrier of Orb of Venom, but seeming a bit late. Strong upgrades on Laby. Huge income, of course. Again, he's missing Acolytes, though. Maybe he feels like the mains are gonna expire soon, and then he's gonna shuffle them over. With Roar, Moon's army does a lot of damage. 2-3 upgrades for him, also very good. It kind of feels like he needs level 6 Demon. And he didn't honestly get much experience at all the last couple of minutes. He got level 5, just barely above level 5 though. Oh, next round for the Sapper. Oh, blow up. And 1 kill, but Repair is quickly there to save the other one. Bottom now joining. Lacking the gold for the orb though. How much gold is left in the middle expansion, by the way? Was that 9,000? Double heal scroll, tons of items for Labyrinth. There's still a cloth plus 12 at the red camp, by the way. I'm very surprised that Moon kept the Talisman of Evasion on the Naga this whole time. Normally, on ranged heroes, that's never really that good. I mean, it can save you in the right moment, but
카운트를 스킬로 찍었고.
it's only about the same as 3 armor.
이 타이밍에 스카웃을 찍을 수밖에 없다는 것도 좀 눈물 납니다.
그것도 결국은 그 더스트 대신 하는 거라서.
So they got both players at around 80. But Laby can pump into 100 if he wants in just a moment.
파시어랑
Banking up 600 gold, it's gonna get higher.
뽑을래요.
당연히 푸문을 뽑죠.
투샷 때문에. 지금 상황에서.
Lots of Dryads for Moon now. I don't like Dryads in the late game at all.
기분 아니잖아요.
그러니까 체라까지 쓰고
Wait.
어차피 지금 약간
Laby unsummoning the center expansion
서드로
because the Expo indeed is running dry. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 gold mines expired. And that means that Laby's other expansion in the south, that one's gonna be lasting by far the longest.
차라리 파시어가 체라까지 있으니까.
He's unsummoning everything. Bye bye.
를 본다기보다는 보통은 이제 그 숨어 있는
Lots of gold returning.
힌드도 확인을 하고 그러지 않을까 했는데.
자, 라비 돈 1,400원 다 팔면서 정말 알뜰하게 게임했습니다.
Third armor upgrade coming for Laby.
이것도 이게 맛이죠. 이게 언데드의 맛이죠. 근데 사이클론 있어가지고 너무.
No, Talons in a weird spot. They do have Cyclone, by the way. Ooh, Moon slow with the rest of the army. Was a bit AFK there for a moment. And that was a pretty even trade. TP and 2 Gargs for 3 Talents. And normally against Gargs you need Hippogriffs, not Talons. I'm surprised to see more Talents coming out here for Moon right now. Of course, those also can use the Cyclone.
각오를 할 거라면?
각오를 할 거라면은 3크립트하고 지금 에콜 2개 있는 거 버리고 그게 좀 더 좋겠죠. 나이트 엘프가 선택하긴 해야 될 것 같아요. 80 정도 찍어놓고
Game is slowing down a lot.
러쉬를 갈 것이냐.
Laby being very patient. He's got triple heal scroll. He's got so much gold this game.
100으로 네가 들어와 할 것이냐. 어쨌간에 4,000원 남아 있으니까 원베이스로. 근데 한번 압박하는 모습은 보여줘야 될 것 같은 게 언데드가 깨게끔은 해야 돼요.
80 유지하고 있으니까.
남은 돈이 더 많기 때문에.
네네.
한번 들어가는 척은 해야 됩니다.
언데드 돈 이렇게 많은데 포탈 안 사나요?
그건 그렇고 12클로는 아직도 버려져 있나요?
주인 잃은 거죠?
저기 지금 쉐드가 가거든요.
근데 이거
아직
못 봐요.
아직
이거 못 보죠.
Claus was 12 again, seen?
네.
If he was looking.
블레싱업을 장정 선수 제발 해야 됩니다. 안 할 이유가 없어요. 블레싱.
돈이 없잖아.
Moon, how much time does he have left to mine? He's got 4,000 in his expansion. And we get almost 9,000 in Laby's.
한번 세퍼 쓸 생각하고 있는 거죠.
Oh, looking at the lab again. It might be Sapper time once more. We've had 4 already this game.
80을 깨긴 했어요, 라비린스.
Where is the mana burn? There we go.
근데 데몬도 체력도 그렇고.
오레벨 찍혔어요.
Where's the next mana burn?
리치고 오레벨.
Okay, there we go. Moon a little bit slow with the burn, but good enough. That's a lot of mana taken away. And in we go. So many potions, so many scrolls on the undead. Lots of gold also still left over. Naga for Moon now in a bad position. She's got the invuln. With that survives. She was looking for the surround against the cycloned enemy Naga. But there's the invul potion there as well. Saving her. Staff out on the Demon Hunter trying to heal up back at home. Supply-wise, we see Laby ahead though. He's pumping into upkeep. High upkeep. Heal scrolls being committed. There's one heal scroll only left for Laby right now. The Naga might be dead. Heal potion. Saving her just in time. TP as well behind the Black Citadel. Is Moon bold enough to keep going here? He lost a lot of units already.
이런 결과 나쁘지 않았던 건데.
Didn't get that many kills, to be honest. And the Nova here is absolutely phenomenal
밖에 없어요.
against the air units, the low HP units. Moon is going to TP away though. It's a long game here on map 3. Closing in on 30 minutes.
물. 어범이 뽑은 거 되게 좋죠.
More Dryads now being made, and that might be the right call. Dryads, the one unit that cannot be Frost Nova'd.
드라이어드 지금 예약 생산이 많이 되어 있는데
Plus, Fairy Dragons, to be honest.
하는 게 세프 하나 이미 뽑아놨네요.
아 그러네요. 그러면은 지금 재고 있는
나의 분대 병력 위치 확인되면
네.
가겠다는 얘기죠.
Sappers are waiting for their next chance. Ooh, so close to being seen by an Owl Scout.
이 친구들도 아마 인간 폼 하는 게 또 만화 관리에 도움이 될 거라서.
그렇겠죠. 자, 밑에 있는 거 확인했죠?
블레싱이 아직도 안 되어 있네. 이거 한 번 더 부서지면 진짜 기분 나쁜 게 저 2,500원 캐려고 3분 기다려야 되는 거고요.
Are we gonna be mining out? Perhaps we are.
그렇죠. 블레싱 안 돼 있으니까요.
Moon has 2,500 left in the gold mine. Still more than 7k for Laby. Time is on the undead side, clearly.
나오는 거 미리 보고 있긴 한데. 아 근데 라비도 바빠.
Laby's still working with a huge bag. Oh, here we go.
갑니다.
Here's the second Sapper, and we still don't have Nature's Blessing. Oh, second time in one game. Kaboom!
세번
Boom! Oh, that might be it. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
했어야 되거든요.
트리 움직입니다. 이거 트리 깰라고?
Tree of Eternity now trying to move, also without Nature's Blessing, of course.
트리 깨야죠.
아니네요. 그냥 보내십니다.
이거는 살짝 아쉽습니다.
Double heal scroll once again for Labyrinth, 78 supply.
그렇죠.
데모터. 트리 깨고 포탈 타야죠. 그렇죠.
If the demon gets staffed, he's gonna land right there, by the way. Has to be careful about that. Demon, there he is. Is he dead? Oh yeah, he's dead, right? Yeah. Next to the Tree of Eternity. R.I.P. Tree of Eternity goes down as well. No Expo mining possibility anymore. And a supply block as well for Moon. This game is definitely over now. GG! 2-1 lead for Labyrinth in that series. Playing his signature style with expansion. Even middle, early expansion. If Moon doesn't lose the Tree of Life, who knows, could have been looking quite a bit different. Oh wait, I didn't even update this yet.
이 맵도 이제 선리치가 나오는 맵이거든요.
어텀 리브즈.
Okie.
12클러.
Well, 2-1 lead for Labyrinth, and we're gonna jump into map number 3. Let's see what we get there. Autumn Leaves now gonna be Moon's map pick. And Laby with another Lich first. Looking like another fast expo. Demon is right here for the harass. The intention is to double Nova the demon. And then quickly force him to back away. Oh, use the Nova on the creep actually. Trying to make sure there is no steal. But that's the Lich quickly out of mana.
오.
Moon tried to counter expand quickly once again.
잘 막았는데요?
Without immolation, he doesn't have that much
리치로
early
빠지는 것도 없고, 리치로
scary
빠지는
damage
것도
against the ghouls.
아직까진 뭐 초반이라.
이번에 트리.
And Moon's timing for the counter expansion might work out quite well. In fact, Laby hasn't started the Haunted yet.
페이스트 글로브 나왔고요.
저도 최근에 이 선리치를 잘 못 이기겠더라고요.
Demon doesn't want to hit the Frost Armor
맵에서만 좀 쓰이는 건데.
for obvious reasons.
어텀레브즈랑 스프링타임,
네.
뭐 레비 선수 같은 경우에는 타이던터
Still needs a bit more for the level 2. Starting off with Ring of Protection for the Demon is nice. Picks up those boots as well, of course. Laby should be getting them as well.
신발을
Yes, he is.
구매해줬고. 아, 푸아머.
And with Frost Armor, Demoner can... Wait, can he get the kill? Ooh, it's taking a long time. It's taking too long. And now the Tree of Life is exposed. Somewhat. How many ghouls do we got here? Looks like quite a lot.
여기서 선리치의 초반에 이제 이 러쉬에 트리 터지고 게임 끝났거든요.
7 ghouls in the main base. Demoner has to clean this up pretty much all by himself. Oh, Laby forgot about the dust, by the way, so archers could be hiding easily. Seems like Moon identified it. Well done.
괜찮을 것 같고요. 리슈 많이 맞고 있어요.
And the tech for Moon hasn't started yet, by the way. There's going to be a late tier 2, late second hero.
많이 달았습니다.
One archer dying in the main. Not quite ideal, but the Demoner can also get some return kills. With the boots, going to try to chase down more and more of these ghouls. Oh, nice deny. That prevents level 2 Demon for a little bit longer. Another deny? Well, well. And this is all time where Moon is not expanding.
지금 호럽 안 했거든요.
근데 이럴 거면 투어가 올라가지 않나요?
작년에 약간 이 티어
Many things to manage at the same time. Frost Armor prevented the kill on the next ghoul, I think, as well. That's another archer going down, 2.6 on the Lich all of a sudden. And another Wisp falling as well. Moon struggling to stabilize here against this ghoul attack.
이게 선리치 상대로는 보통 만화번 2배를 많이 하기 때문에
Oh, he still didn't tech. Moon didn't tech, but he made double Hunter Soul. That is certainly no intention.
이노레이션 찍었다가
두개 완성돼요.
돈 많으면 2개 완성돼도 괜찮거든요.
And the Undertech here being faster than Night of Tech is very, very unusual. That's not what you want to see when you're the elf. Literally very low HP. But the Blight actually helps him to heal up just a little bit. Fear of Eternity kind of hurt. Wisps repair necessary. But now finally the gold mine can be cleared. The Entangled has been coming up already. The counter expo timing for Moon isn't even that bad, but the tech timing is terrible.
뭐 네크로폴리스 완성된 다음에 뽑으면 돼서
사소하긴 하죠. 지금 나이트 엘프가 겪은 피해에 비하면 사소하긴 합니다.
그리고 호럽도 언데드가 더 빨라가지고.
And now we got nighttime over with not much moon juice left.
5초 가량 더 빠르고요.
그리고 이제 메인 병력들이 언데드랑 휴먼은 1티어에 지어놓은 건물에서 보통 나오잖아요.
네.
핵심 딜러들이. 그래서
Lich the first to get level 3. Cool idea here to position the Necro right there for more blight, but that one's cancelled.
타이밍이 그만큼 더 늦어진다는 것도 생각을 해야 되거든요.
맞네요.
Laby's mining with only 4? Oh, you're right.
펼치겠다는 거죠.
Man.
블라이트
Again, Laby.
많이 하려고.
Missing income.
돈 많으면 이제 투헌터 소울 진짜 업그레이드는 진짜 빨리빨리 올라가긴 하고.
But of course, still he is way ahead on income,
또
mining
돈이
for much
남을
longer.
수밖에 없어요, 나이트엘프가. 콜업이 너무 늦어가지고 루어 2개 짓고 3티어 눌러도 돈이 남을 거란 말이죠.
Tier 2 for Moon can't finish
그때
fast
뭐
enough.
했으니까.
He's got a ton of lumber, by the way.
그래서 공방은
Almost
그냥
1,000,
빠르게
so
찍어서
Tier 3 should be easy to afford. He's going lures as well, and then time for the Naga pickup.
최선이지 않을까 싶습니다.
공방 2업은 빠르지만 병력이 없는.
Supply is fairly even,
지금 그냥
but the tech being late here for Moon
슈레더까지 사가지고 그냥 잡고.
is proving rough.
B2W chat's finest.
그
In Fiat with the resub. Thank you very much.
그냥 멀티에서 위습 계속 찍고 헌터 소울 2개 돌려야 될 것 같아요.
이게 프로텍터가 이지어요.
Ooh, I like that AP positioning.
하려고.
네.
Protecting the tree, very hard to
제가
reach.
이거 많이 해봤는데 멀티에다가 지으면 본진에 오더라고요.
라빈
예전에는
선수가
멀티로
네.
박아줬었거든요.
네네.
Moon's levels are not looking very convincing.
해주더라고요.
He needs more than just 2-1.
그 팔라라이플 할 때
At least Moon is making use. No, he's not making use of the double Hunter's Hall. He's got 2 upgrades in queue, but only in 1 Hunter's Hall, sadly.
휴먼이 들어오면은 버로가 다 터지면서 게임 망하잖아요. 근데 역으로 시멘트업을 하는데 돈나무를 쓰는 순간 이 전진에 있는 병력들의 스펙이 줄어드는 거니까 결국 되게 폭력적이게도 시멘트업을 하는 순간 게임을 지는 거다. 약간 이런 뉘앙스를 말했는데 이 푸텍이 딱 그런 것 같아요. 건설하면서 예, 건설하면서 자원을 여기다 쓰니까 나이테퍼가 더 불리해지는 것 같아요.
언데드의 마인드.
Demon Hunter now, finally level 3. A double mantle is pretty good on the Naga.
쓰면은 결국에는 다른 데서 빵.
But Laby's supply is spiking quickly.
어쩔 수 없이 하는 거잖아요.
그렇죠. 그것도 맞죠.
Moon needs more time. He needs more production.
팔라딘 들어오면
A lot more.
그의 게임 지는데.
계속 만나야죠. 그러니까
Sorbet Mask, great item. Heal Wards could also be really good.
그게 그리고 그렇게 비싼 업그레이드가 아니라서 시멘트는 좀 다르긴 하죠.
Moon almost seems to be struggling just to creep the orange camp.
시멘트는 팔라라이프 상대로
And the Lich has somewhat of an experience lead. Not by that much perhaps, but he should be the first to get level 4 here.
그냥 다 터져가지고 게임 지는 거 있잖아요. 그냥 안전하게 하면 어차피 돌아오는 게 훨씬 많은데.
Early bottom third this time by Moon. I like that.
그렇게 하면 안전한 건데 오크는 외줄 타기를 해야 돼요.
A big fan of multi-orb play. Something that Kaho showed very impressively yesterday.
외줄 타기 해야 되는 거죠. 슬프지만.
안질 수 있는 게임은 그래도 보통 안 짓죠.
그렇죠. 예.
지금 워낙 상황이 불리하기 때문에 헌터 소울 2개에서 지금 잘 돌아가고 있는가
We're seeing a
했더니
lot of creeping at the moment.
아닌 것 같습니다.
As we're starting to build our
이제 아예 잊었을 수도 있어요.
big armies.
그런 경우도 있어요.
Scroll the Beast, by the way, could be very strong for a serious push, and the push is coming. We get the third hero for the undead here as well. And right away, the attack against the Expo. Should try to repair the AP. Repair the AP. Oh, no repair here. That's a bit of a shame. Could have bought a lot more time here. Ooh, all of a sudden, hold on though. Archer's in a bad spot. Not a good bear front line yet, part of the army. You know, the Archer's just getting wrecked one by one. No mana for Nova at the moment though. We have Heal Ward as well in the middle of the fight. Didn't get destroyed yet. No right click from a ranged hero. And this might be Laby closing it out then. It seemed for a moment like the supply was even, but a couple of kills, and all of a sudden we got Laby here far ahead. Win this game just too slow with the tech, I think. Couldn't build on his tech lead at all this game. I suppose he didn't have a tech lead this game, but you're supposed to have one.
어떻게든 버텨봅니다만 이제 병력 뽑는 것도 쉽지 않습니다. 나이트엘프 위습이 없어서.
It's looking a lot like an undead mirror in the next round. 1-0, of course, waiting for the winner of this, and that is looking a lot like it's going to be Laby.
선수가 그 위에 이제
4-3-2, good levels as well, and most importantly, a big army.
둘다 이겼잖아요.
Lots of fiends, destroyer A-bomb.
근데 하필 앞을 막고 있는 게 120이에요.
대대전이 가장 큰 약점인데
네, 120 빼고는 나머지를 다 이길 만한데 하필 패전
No multi-orbs on Moon yet.
120을 만나러 가야 되는데
And the demon always forced away pretty quickly. Oh, neat little block right there. Easy kill on the bear. And Moon is just waiting for the inevitable here, I think. No top 4 finish for Moon this series, this tournament. No top 4 finish for Lin. We're gonna have 2 undeads in the top 4, 1-0, and Laby, along with 40 and Kaho. Alrighty. That is the next game in the books. We're gonna have one more game for today, minimum. And that is the match of the winners coming up next. Everyone's favorite Undead Mirror. Get your Pog Champs ready, boys. I just have to get myself some water real quick. So just a small little break, and then we'll be right back with the next map. Oh, you know what? Since this is a VOD, I guess I can just start playing the next map right away. And then I'm gonna be here in just a moment. Alright, Undead Mirror, I'll be right back.
자, 경기 들어가겠습니다. 2025 WSB 시즌 6회차의 본선 3위차입니다. 자, 패자조 3라운드. 레빈 선수 대 120 선수. 언데드전으로 갑니다. 7시가 레비린스, 1시가 120. 노더나일입니다. 댐픽이 끝나고 시작 전에 선수들끼리 얘기하는 걸 좀 봤어요.
네.
레비 선수가 너 왜 이렇게 언데드 대 언데드전 잘해? 언데드 왜 이렇게 잘 패? 이랬더니까 120이 아니야, 해피는 못 이겨. 하지만 다른 종족 입장에서는 슬프죠.
네.
언데드 아무도 못 이겨. 네.
레비 선수 입장에서는 약간 120이 좀 원망스러울 거예요.
너만 아니면 되는데.
자기가 더 잘하는데.
딴 종족 확실히 잘 잡으니까.
약간 동족전 나이트래프트 약간 그 어느 종족이다 그런 게 있거든요.
맞아요.
내가 다른 종족전 다 제일 잘하는 것 같은데 동족전에서 발목이 잡힐 때
좀 케이스가 있죠. 그러니까 완전 완벽형, 완성형이어가지고 뭐 동족전이고 타종족전이고 그냥 다 때려 패는 선수가 있고, 타종족전을 잘하는데 동족전을 못하는 사람. 반대로
동족전만 유독
그쵸.
잘하는 사람.
동족전을 유난히 잘하는데 타종족전을 잘 못하는 사람. 그 마지막 케이스는 좀 속 뒤집어지긴 해요. 보면은 같은 종족 다른 유저 입장에서는 쟤 만나면은 동족전이라 못 이기는데 나 이기고 올라가서 딴 사람한테 지고 이런 거 보면은 약간 화가 나는데.
그럴 때 이제 보통 이제 지라고 하죠. 얼마나 잘하나 보자.
예.
얼마나 잘하나 보자.
영웅 갈렸습니다.
네, 거의 뭐 항상 그렇죠. 120 선수랑 라비 선수의 경기는.
1류 선수가 껴 있으면 그런 것 같아요. 예, 데스나이트를 좀 많이 선호하죠.
오, 해골로 경험치 먹은 것 같죠?
에콜.
네. 근데 지금 있는 경험치 보면 안 먹은 건가요, 이거?
153이면
128.
먹은 것 같은데요? 먹은 것 같아요.
네, 먹은 거 안
네,
좋아요.
불경치 먹은 것 같아. 자, 노바가 우선순위가 있죠? 코일보다는 빠르게 들어갑니다.
데미도 더 세고요.
안 쓰고.
아끼고.
자, 언데드한테 코일이 안 들어가기 때문에 걸어서 빠지죠? 네, 잘 빠졌고요.
해골 하나. 예, 잘 도망갔어요 저거.
와, 그 해골한테. 아, 근데 잡혔어요. 이러면 약간 아쉽죠? 노바 만화 투자한 게. 디나이 좋고요. 근데 보니까 어쨌든 홀업이거든요. 그 멀티 아닙니다. 확인했고.
그거 다 파악했어요. 지금 해골
네.
안쪽에 집어 넣어가지고.
근데 굴 돌리고 있어요. 레빈스 잘하고 있습니다. 자, 노바가 있으면서 먹었고. 120 방금은 좋았죠. 120은 이제 코일 던졌으면 만화만 날릴 뻔했는데
네.
잘 참았고요. 가위바위보 싸움이죠 사실 저거는. 아이템 딱히 좋은 아이템은 없고요. 약간 그거 굴 잘 돌려가지고 살려낸 것 같고요. 자, 라빈스가 초반 그 압박, 탈압박하는 게
네.
점점 더 발전하는 것 같아요. 경치 먹었고. 자, 따로 사냥하면서 3레벨에 가까워집니다, 리치.
Alright, boys, I'm back. Sorry that took a bit longer than I thought. Sometimes
묶였어요?
you get surprised, don't you?
물론 아직 3레벨 리치도 아니고.
It is what we expected pretty much. Lich opening by Laby against Ted Fiends by 1-0.
그렇죠.
We saw this a couple of days ago already. There it was a 3-0 for 1-0. And I criticized Laby a bit. I thought that he was played way too aggressive with the Lich. Normally you have to focus on level 3 creeping in the early game. That's your big advantage with Lich Ghouls. You creep way faster than the Ted Fiend guy. Looks like this game also, Laby didn't get level 3 quickly. And that makes this early game very good for 1-2-0.
아직 지금 리치 3도 좀 남았고요.
근데 이 정도 그림면은 라비 선수가 초반 그림 잘 그린 것 같거든요. 이거는 18인가 차죠?
네, 1레벨 때 먹으면
Oh, that should be just enough for Lich 3. Wait, it's not? Oh my god. 2.99 on the Lich. Alright, Nova though for the kill. And now he's got the level up. And the DK before having Aura is always feeling very sad. Playing Undead without Unholy Aura doesn't feel like Undead.
그렇죠. 이게 나와야 되거든요. 근데 어제 있었던 경기였죠. 그때는 이제 저런 플레이가 다 안 돼가지고.
Nova on the Skellies.
견제도 잘 안 되고.
But also Laby here now kind of low on the first hero, has to be a little careful. As he's creeping a medium-sized camp with a DK right away, gonna be an instant level 2 for him. So we're seeing a really good experience lead so far on Labyrinth. Maybe I was too quick to criticize his creeping. Sure, he didn't get level 3 super fast, but he still has a big edge over the opponent.
레벨적으로 확실히 많이 앞서고 있는 상황입니다. 양쪽 다 그렇게 공템 시원하게 나오는 그림이 안 나와요.
And the DK keeps creeping here for Laby. Might be a quick level 3 for him. Really good creep route for this DK second on this map with a bunch of ghouls.
잘 벌고 있습니다.
Not a bad spot at all for Labyrinth. But the big strength of the Tet Fiends is yet to come. Once you got the orb, third hero, 45 to 50 supply, that's when the strategy is really strong and tends to look stronger than the ghoul strat on the other side. Because Nova plus a couple right clicks will often get rid of a lot of ghouls very quick. But now Laby has the level lead, and that's significant. He's also the first with Dark Ranger. No, never mind. Wait, where's his Dark Ranger? Ah, his Dark Ranger's back at home. Picked up the orb, I see.
아직 알맹이 못 먹었거든요 여기.
그쵸. 또 뭐 하나 먹으면은 자연스럽게 데스나이트도 3이 되는 거라서 기분이 좋습니다. 레벨런스 입장에서.
Should give it over the orb, and indeed he does.
뭐 아무거나 하나
No claws, no nothing on Laby's Lich, by the way. That's not ideal.
아,
그렇죠.
사일런스가 걸려가지고.
Oh, silence leads to a fiend kill, but it was denied. Surround. Oh, and the coil save a bit too late. He almost killed the Dark Ranger right there. If that coil is just a little bit faster, looking for the next surround.
이제 노바 잘 들어가고.
But that's the thing about ghouls. They stack up, and then the Nova hits hard.
띄웁니다.
Couple of ghouls taken out. Destroyers now in the air. Destro return on the other side. And of course now, only one player has fiends. That's 1-0, and he can go for web.
방금 휘몰아치는 거 라비가 이득 많이 가져갈 뻔했는데.
With another good level up. 3-3-1 levels here for Laby, looking good. 2 levels ahead is Labyrinth. This is still him in the lead here for sure.
게다가 보통 핑데드 쪽은 구울 잡느라고 에로를 먼저 찍기 때문에
Minimal anti-air on both sides.
이 싸움이 정말 중요했는데 1용 잘 넘겼어요. 지금 보면.
그렇죠. 자, 이러면 구울이 다 정리가 됐죠. 이제 남은 건 용 레벨밖에 없습니다. 라비린스는.
Laby's not making any fiends yet, as it seems. Oh, big item gonna go to 1-0. Not quite the level up, but good experience. Ruined bracers. Dark Ranger for Laby. Dark Ranger. What the hell? He was standing there for way too long. That was a little sloppy, to be honest. Wait, he even had mana potion and coil. And he didn't save her. Oh, Laby, that's...
이거 링드 나온 것도 꽤 기분 좋은 상황이고.
That's a bit weak sauce.
그냥 팔까요, 쓸까요? 아, 팔아버립니다.
돈이 급한 거 아닌데.
세컨 나가시나 이런 게 아니다 보니까 그냥 파는 거 선택했나 보네.
So it seems like Laby's lead has evaporated away, especially once the DK for 1-0 gets to level 3, which now he will... Oh my god, this is too much information. This part of the overlay always freaks me out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Flight cockpit overlay.
저는 어클보다는 지능망토가 좋은 것 같은데.
지능망토가 무조건 가성비 넘친다고 생각하고.
Temple of the Dam now being added for 1-0. Banshees could indeed be very strong. AMS against destroyers and Nova, very potent. And Laby's just going pure destroyer, isn't he? Reminds me of Edo Boy.
위치 확인했어요. 크리타블로. 5시에서 만나겠죠? 아직
아이탈 팔고 힐스 서클이 사갖고 오는 120의 데스나이트.
아직 리치의 3이 안... 그냥 포기하나요? 지금 샀어요, 여기. 제 뜻이 정해졌나요?
Laby purchasing some items, trusting fully in its destroyers.
가게 갔는데 마음에 드는 물건 있어.
Banshee tech is very strong when you get there, but it takes a long time to arrive. You need the Banshee house, and then adept training, and then at least 3 Banshees for that all to really pay off. That's more than 500 gold in a lot of time. Oh, Laby. Gonna try to expand up here. Wouldn't be a Laby game without an expo, I guess. Cloak of Flames, by the way, terrible item. That's gonna be getting sold.
업그레이드에다가 댐드 준비하고 있는 120이고요. 레브린스는 일단 멀티 준비하고 있고.
오래 걸려요.
3용으로 잡다 보니까 너무 오래 걸립니다.
And 1-0 is gonna scout this very early. Not gonna get caught off guard by this expo. Ancient Django, very good item. Level 4 Lich. Laby's heroes, the levels for him are still looking really good. He's still got the edge right there. Oh, Creep Jack though, coming in now. The Nova could hurt. Dispel. And off we go. Mass Destroyers up in the air. Silence against the DK, trying to take out the first Fiend. 1-0 not in time with the Dispel right there. And so now 4-4-2 levels for Laby. Expo halfway finished. Oh, they didn't make another Ziggurat. Oh, Laby's supply blocked. He can't even really make Acolytes. Nova on the Banshee. Takes out that one. Still a bunch of mana on Labyrinth right here. He's so fast. with an endurance aura and the level 2 unholy. He's got a big move speed advantage over the opponent right now.
채워줘야 되는데 지금 약간 신경 못 써주고 있고 핀드 두 마리 놀고
Oh, he does have fiends. He just didn't rally them to the army.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, what? That's like a beginner mistake. You have the fiend rally where the ghouls are supposed to go.
이득 많이 보고 있습니다.
생각을 하고 있을 것 같거든요, 레벨리스.
네,
Man.
탑입니다. 이득 엄청 많이 먹고 포탈.
Well, at least now with the TP home, Laby should figure out what happened to the fiends.
오.
멀티도 완성됐고.
That ziggurat is very late though. Very late. Oh my god, don't tell me.
근데 이제는 챙겨야 됩니다, 핀드.
He didn't realize! Oh my god, he didn't realize he has 2 fiends there still.
네.
Are you serious? At 6 supply, 430 gold just chilling right there. Oh, now he's got it.
다행입니다.
Thank the Lord.
언데어들은 이제 그 에코를 늦게 추가를 하더라고요. 전체적으로 봐도 나일전도 마찬가지인데.
Alright.
공강을 짓고 옛날에는
Time now on Laby's side. 1-0 is going to have to all in very, very soon.
그돈 아껴가지고
And it's going to have only one chance.
압박을 해서 상대
One chance, one opportunity.
이제
Just like Eminem.
그런 식으로 변화했단 말이죠. 그러니까 진화를 한 거죠. 지금도 이제 에코를 4개를 더 찍으면 300원이니까 일단
It's only 2 fiends on 1-0, by the way.
교전 이긴 다음에 늦게 다시 채우는.
Going master training.
만약에 에코를 미리 뽑아버렸다가
I can't say that I think that's very good.
이스도 못 뽑는 거고 인구수가
그쵸.
막히는 거라.
에콜도 버리는 거고 금광 쪽도 버리는 거라서 2배로 버리는 거죠. 마켓에 불을 팔아요. 멀티했으니까
Looking for more items with the Dark Ranger.
70, 80 채우면은 사는 것도 괜찮죠. 예전에 선크로가 메타일 때 있잖아요.
네네.
그때 이 맵에서 약간 남북 전쟁으로 밑에 다 먹고 위에 다 먹고 대대전 그 해피 대 엑스로드 경기를 봤었는데
네.
그때 엑스로드 선수가 이제 해피
didn't get anything.
맵 한두 개씩 가끔 따던.
Okay, well then.
서로 번갈아 가면서 인구수 80 채워놓고
1-0. Can you break the opponent here?
서로
One chance only.
거의 30분 넘게 한번 싸우고.
Seems like Laby should have made towers at the expansion. I don't think he did.
He's
He's making one spirit tower now.
구경하고 약간 이런 식으로.
레벨에서 꼼꼼하게 상대방 체크 멀티 있나 체크해주고 있는 모습. 그리고 지금 타워가
Ah, never mind. You gotta narrow as well. Okay, it's gonna be a very strong defensive help. I take it back.
도움 많이 됩니다.
70 versus 70.
도움 많이 되고 있어요.
In we go. AMS, of course, very good.
편해질 수 있거든요.
Oh, good web. Destroyer card right away. That should be an easy kill. Spirit Tower now also doing a lot of damage. When hitting destroyers, at least. But what do you focus? When there's AMS applied on all those fiends, what is the Nova target for Laby? He doesn't really have a good one. There's unit on the fiend, but no damage comes through, of course. Supply lead still on Laby. And he's got a lot of gold streaming in. 2 big kills though. Destroyer taken out. Fiend taken out. Supply getting closer. Coil comes through. Lich low HP. Whoo. That coil is there for the save just in time. The AMS is doing a lot of work here. 1-0 is getting way more kills. He's also raising skellies, by the way. And suddenly Laby has almost nothing left. 3 units, if I see that right. And 1-0 still with a good standing army. Man, that export timing for Laby seemed so good. It took so long for 1-0 to get ready for the push. But he just hardly lost anything. The AMS made it so hard for Laby to find kills with a destroyer-based army. Based. But Laby does hold. Threatening the hero kill there. 1-0 has to TP out. But 1-0 has the slightly higher supply. And as we just saw, he certainly has the better army.
이쪽에 네크로폴리스도 없기 때문에 시간 많이 걸립니다.
확실히 양 선수가 추구하는 게 다르네요. 이렇게 보는 맛이 있는 거죠. 같은 빌드지만 조금씩 그,
Chad is saying it would be crazy if 1-0 wins this.
그 빌드의 파워를 증가시키는 거를 한쪽은 멀티를 선택을 했고
Yeah, the early game seemed so good for Laby. The expo timing seemed so good for Laby.
또 심지어 벤시라서
But he seems to be getting hard countered with the tech.
완전 스타일이 달라요.
4-4-3 levels for Laby. This is so strong.
10이 너무 잘해서 이거 다음 러시가 전 러시보다 더
1-0 is very close to 2 level ups as well, though. Perhaps even 3 level ups.
옵션 굉장히 많은데 저기 디스를 변해도 이쪽에 핀드가 많아서 디스 변하면은 자, 얼마나 도움이 될까요?
60 versus 58 supply. Couple of acolytes died earlier. Don't know exactly when that happened.
알콜 들어오는 거
Oh,
잘리고
it's 1 kill for free. Web on the destroyer getting pushed forward even, it seems, from the army. It's an easy kill right there. And again, what do you Nova? Everything's got AMS.
그림인 것 같은데요, 레벨.
Heal scroll was committed early, coil too late, destroyer falls. It's so easy for 1-0 to find kills, and seemingly impossible for Labyrinth. It's the Nova now on the Banshees, taking 2 of them out. But
시가
there's still a ton of fiends on the field.
또 이제 노바의 데미지는 이제 안 들어간다고 봐야 되는 거고 칠링
그렇죠.
효과랑 이제 결국 평타의 딜로 잡아야 되는 건데
Level 4, Dark Ranger now for 1-0. He did hit the triple level 4. That was so fast.
네, 이제 벤시가 다
And
올라오죠, 사실상.
Laby's completely running out of units. Laby has to try to go for hero kill here, but he's the one losing the hero. As the Dark Ranger falls with Invo Potion, well-timed Nova there by 1-0. He's losing a couple units as well, down to 47 supply, but the heroes are still here. And so is the statue.
아 결국 타워 핀드는 다 죽고 타워 둘밖에 안 남았거든요.
On the Blight also, 1-0's healing at all times.
이쪽 쿠션도 있고.
Doesn't matter which unit is standing upon it.
아, 콜.
Both will heal on it.
빨리 5레벨 찍고 싶을
아,
거예요.
고쳐야 될것
레벨스.
같은데. 예. 자, 리치 만화 있고요. 이거 약간 만화 일부러 안 쓰는 건가요? 쓰긴 써야 될 것 같은데요?
그렇죠. 이렇게 풀렸을 때 지금 아니면
예, 그쵸.
핀드 라인에 써가지고
Laby being pushed away from the expansion.
벤시가 좀
Can he build a big enough army again to force 1-0 away? This is supposed to be his win condition, this expansion right here. But right now, it doesn't look like a win is in the cards. Level 5 Lich. That's a huge level up for the level 3 Nova. Extremely strong ability.
아, 샀고. 다크렌저가
Dark Ranger back from the tavern.
빨리 나와야 돼요.
빨리 와야 돼요. 예, 중요한 친구입니다.
무적 포션 하나 더.
목포 선점.
자, 벤시가 또 쌓이기 시작하고요. 알콜라이터 계속해서 5인 캐기가 안 되고 있어요. 잘려서.
그렇죠. 120도 이제
노바.
공간을 던지면서 하긴 해야 될 것 같아요.
Nova right clicks, trying to get the Skelly snowball rolling. Is that a way perhaps for Laby to win this? 1-0 is clearly
타워 끼고 싸우는데
seems to be in the lead here. As mentioned before, 1-0 seems to be Laby's kryptonite at the moment. In the Super League it was a 3-0. Here in this tournament, in their first match, it was a 3-0. That's the hero kill though. The hero kill that I guess Laby needed. Takes out enemy Dark Ranger.
자, 리치 마나가 지금 당장 없긴 한데요.
Oh, Nova trying to go for the kill on the other side. Whew. That health zone comes in just in the nick of time. DK very tanky with the parry-up and the double rings. It's another destroyer though caught with the web. That could be another easy kill.
120도 마찬가지로 5렙 찍히기 직전이에요.
경험치가 그렇게 많이 모자랐었는데 이 교전 이득을 정말 많이 봤다는 거예요.
정말 치열한 동족전이 지금 벌어지고 있고
1-0 also going for the tavern res. He's got the resources now.
120도 끝났습니다.
About to hit the double level 5. Mains expire, by the way. 1-0 sending south the Acolytes, but there's a ghoul here to scout for Laby. If Laby holds on to the expansion long enough, and 1-0 doesn't establish his own, Laby might still win this game. Level 5 Lich, level 5 DK, level 3 Dark Ranger. This is all pretty good for Laby, but he's low in supply. And of course, he doesn't have Banshees.
같고요.
아 인구수 차이 많이 나는데요. 레빈스 너무 적어요.
Oh, he's got like hardly any units actually.
와 이거
here.
사이코리 굴 하나 이기나요? 굴 때려 죽이는데요?
심지어 프렌치 굴인데.
라이트 미쳤다.
프렌치 굴인데 와.
네.
저희가 유머로 말하는 그 밀리샤가 이제 프렌치 굴이다 막 이런.
One fiend, one statue. That is actually the only army that Laby has right here.
되게 많이
And unsurprisingly, his heroes are getting owned. His army is getting owned.
성공수가 없습니다.
1-0, he may have had critical mass. Escape velocity has been achieved. Ooh, and the Dark Ritual, hell yeah, that's a lot of mana for the Lich returning. DK level 5. Statues, always on the ground for healing. 1-0. Known for having sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5 statues on the ground.
와 돈을 이렇게 많이 캤는데 결국 진다고요?
My favorite unit has always been the statue.
이런 대체.
Maybe also it's 1-0's favorite unit.
아 벤치 살았고요. 저 하나라도 살려두는 게 굉장히 중요하죠.
맞습니다. 아 레빈스.
And the expansion is taken out. Laby,
오늘 다전제.
he's hoping for one last hurrah maybe. One more Chain Destroyer morph. Got a bit of gold still. He's got some units coming in production.
도발 당했거든요. 물론 선도발은 160을 먼저 쳤다고 하더라고요. 개인 방송에서. 근데 이제 그거를 봤었던 레비가 대놓고서 이제
Why does he have usually more than 2? I don't think there's a very good reason for it. Other than its backup, maybe.
앞에서 공격을 했던 건데 참을 수 없다 120.
Laby just not able to find the kills. Certainly not the same at the same rate as his opponent.
중국에서도 160 편을 안 들어주더라고요.
아,
대대전을 확실히 밟아버리면서
And 1-0, by the way, didn't expand in the end.
제2 언데드인
He
걸
pulled the Acolytes back.
다른 종족전까지 봤을
Could still
때
expand, however.
이 두 번째가
Selling some buildings or items
의심스럽다.
could lead to an expo.
이런 식으로.
약간 자국민한테 그렇게 얘기한 거 보면은
네.
뭐 중국 쪽이 좀 그렇게 맵긴 하지만 역시 라빈스의 평가가 굉장히 높아졌다는 걸 또 반영하겠죠.
그것도 왜냐면 어제 레브린스를 3대0으로 이겼지만 그 뒤에 카우 선수와의 경기가 굉장히 또 파멸적이었거든요.
아, 제가 그건 안 봤지만
네, 안 좋은 쪽으로 파멸적이었기 때문에
아, 공격 당할 만했네요.
네.
아, 에드볼론 100개 감사드립니다. 문린송님 고맙습니다.
감사합니다. 에드볼은 100개.
Is that an expansion now? It kind of looks like it.
결과는 이제 아쉽게도
1-0's getting a lot of gold. Maybe unsummoned the Black Citadel. Got a lot of gold. Oh yeah, he went to 0 tech. I think that means Black Citadel has been sold.
이제 서로 돈이 없는 상황이라서 이 교전에 모든 걸 걸어야 되거든요, 양 선수가.
근데 벤시가 있다는 거죠.
AMS again being so strong here. Invo potions forced quickly on Laby.
하나씩 다 빠지고 있고요. 이거 다크레인저가 잡을 수 있나요?
Trying to get the kill. Can't get it. Nova a bit too slow. And now it might be the DK going down. Instead, couple right clicks.
뿅뿅뿅.
There he goes.
대나전사.
아, 무조건
And the invol's there to prevent the return kill. This time, actually, a lot of fiends were taken out successfully by Laby, but he lost the most important heroes, and he will lose map number 1.
지금 컨트롤 계속 하고 있는 거 보니까
그레인저도
Dark Ranger. GG. 1-0. This was a hard game, dude. Early game looked really good for Laby. He got off to a great start. Big experience lead. Expansion timing also good. He had a lot of time before the push was coming by 1-0.
지기 싫거든요.
But
제가 나나전을
in the
잘하고
end,
떠나서
1-0 gets the map win. That is the 6th map in a row.
문한테 절대 질수
Now for 1-0 against Labyrinth, isn't it?
제가 이제 다른 종족전을 제일
I think so.
잘하면은
네.
어떤
And we can keep going right away with the next map.
내 나나전만 극복하면 내가 우승할
Tide Hunters.
하기 때문에.
오.
It shall be.
나이트 엘프들이 다른 종족전 자신이 있으면 다 그렇게 생각하지 않을까요? 그러면 장재훈 선수도
And the same openings once more. Laby with the Lich.
모든 약간 동족전이 다들 싫지 않아요.
I was hoping that he was going to try some fast expansion, but I guess
지고 싶지 않다 이런 게 있지 않아요.
that is not something he's interested in right now.
차라리 차라리 동족전 하고 만다.
I've been wondering, by the way,
뭐 동족전이
shouldn't
약간
Cryptlord Fast Expo also be a lot better these days against
예전에 좀
Undead?
자신감이
Like, you
있었고요.
know, an Undead Mirror?
요즘은 좀 많이 떨어진 것
With the
같아요.
piercing damage thing?
음.
It does seem like that, but we've not seen much Cryptlord Expo at all lately.
대세
Of course, against human we do, but
계속 유행이 바뀌는 느낌이에요.
not so much against Undead.
요즘에는 누가 잘하는데 요즘엔 뭐 B가 잘하더라. 다음 주는 뭐 C가 잘하고 약간 이렇게 바뀌고.
Quick level 2 for the Lich.
게임마다도 약간 잘하는 선수들이 좀 있고 번갈아 가면서 있고.
근데 오스린 더 그런 게 아이템이 랜덤하게 나오잖아요.
WSB에서는 지금 최고의 나이트를 부는 카호가 모아놓은 포인트로도 보여주고 4강에서 안
A Ghoul Field is also something you can play.
뿐만 아니라 지금은 꽤나 카오가 1인자 자리를 오래
Use the
채웠고.
ghouls to go into the enemy main base. Try to hunt for acolytes with Nova.
비컵 제가 1등이었습니다.
아 예.
예, 중요한 포인트예요.
꾸준함.
제가 비컵 나엘 중에 성적 제일 좋아요.
카오가 꾸준하더라고. 이렇게 본인 얘기를 하니까 정말 없어 보이네요.
아니 본인이라도 얘기해야죠.
As long as the Lich is not getting level 3 too quickly, I think 1-0 should be
제가 카오 편
kind of happy with this early game. He is very limited in the early stages. With only Death Knight level 1 and 1 or 2 Fiends, there's not much you can do early on with Tet Fiend build. But as we saw, the strat gets very strong upon reaching tier 3.
네? 카오도 나엘 중에서 WSB에서 제일 이제 고점을 계속 보여주고 있다.
Oh, Lich.
로라이엇은
Would love to get some last hit steals here. He's got the Nova to do it. And that's level 3 now against level 1. Wow. That's a sick timing.
이번에 아이템 좋아요.
Okay, Laby.
클러 2개.
This is a good spot.
또 상대방 쪽 걸 먹으면서 3을 찍은 거라. 이따가
게임보다 더 기분 좋죠?
네.
3레벨 찍은 타이밍도 훨씬 빨라요. 아까는 리치였는데
그렇죠. 오.
Forcing out coils here.
누가가? 이게 코일
But we got double slow from the narrow and the haunted, so very dangerous to commit in here too deep.
그렇게 좀 타이밍 잡았어야 했는데 살짝 빨랐어요. 누가가?
전게임보다 시작이 좋기 때문에
Not a very easy early game for 1-0 though. Very late on the tier 2, on the level 2 I mean. Not on the tech. The tech is quick of course always with Tet Fiend build. But late on the level 2, and only 2 Fiends for a long time. Low mana now.
이런 거 완전
Oh my god, here's
모든 나이를 우승을 못
all
하고
the crazy info again.
굉장히 큰 겁니다.
Big mana potion for the Lich. That's quite nice.
이럴 때 핵을 하나 사는 거 좋거든요. 해피 선수가 항상 이렇게 사는데
해글이 있었는데
템
그죠?
좋을 때는 핵을 하나 같이 껴주는 게 DPS 올리는데 정말 중요합니다.
또 짓는 망토가 있는 것도 아니었기 때문에 살만한 템은 해글이긴 했어요.
포커 선수가
Now 1-0 got level 2, and now everything gets quite a bit easier.
채팅창을 보시면
나이리치 아이템이 리치 너희들 나이리치. 제가
키보드로는
근데 제가 포커스 선수의 드립 유머를 되게 좋아하거든요.
네, 아닌 것 같아요. 이거는
저거는 정말 아저씨 같아요.
아저씨 맞아요.
네, 정말 아저씨 같았어요.
It's a slow early game for 1-0.
진짜 실제로 맞는.
He's waiting for his big spike on tier 3. Laby is also going to get the orb, of course, on tier 3. And he's going to get Frenzy. The Frenzy timings, honestly, so far haven't looked the most impressive.
매운맛이 라빈스가 아닌가. 색채 씨는 약간 적당히 매웠던 것 같아요. 재밌게
적당하다.
네, 적당히 재밌게 매웠어요. 또 아저씨들이 그게 있잖아요. 연륜에서 나오는 이제 구수한 드립들.
Oh, let's showing up for a bit of follow-up harass.
리치 와가지고
Coil
이게 만화가
just in time. I've seen 1-0 sometimes
그렇죠.
delaying his coils to try to get the save last second, and then it backfiring, and he loses the unit and looks like a fool because he didn't coil earlier.
낭비 느낌. 그러니까 마무리가 안 되면 결국 좀 있으면 또 이제 피가 다
So sometimes there, he plays a dangerous game.
근데 광역킬이 좀
Oh, one fiend falls. Dies to the creeps.
모모한테 죽긴 했지만
Speaking of DK not coiling fast enough, and that's a big deal actually. One fiend less for the fight on tier 3. That's significant. Quel'Thala's boots found here for 1-0. Quite nice for the Dark Ranger.
비슷한 상황.
Which surely will be added
소희님
점체. 이거 코에 팔 수도 있겠네요. 팔았네요.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
크리트로 들어가네.
He's going Crypt Lord.
크리트로 돼.
Oh, really? Wait, he finds Quel'Thalas and then he goes Crypt Lord. Weird.
이쪽 중요하죠. 중앙 타임 그
Crypt Lord normally a hero that works a lot better on big maps as a third hero because you need some creeps on him. Once Crypt Lord gets 3, he's really good. Unlike the Dark Ranger who's good already on level 1 right out the box.
자, 이번에는 데스나이트는 3이 좀 늦습니다. 레벨스. 자, 리치의 마나 관리가 좀 안 돼 있는 상황입니다. 라빈스. 어스틸.
Oh, got the steal with the right click. That's a cute move. Of course, he's got strong right clicks here with plus 15.
자, 디스까지 먼저 띄우고요.
아직 웹업이 되지 않았어요. 10초 남았습니다. 120.
네.
데스나이트도 3이 안 된 거라서
어?
이거 스킬 맞으면서 시작하면은 뭐 하나 잡는 거.
The secret missing for Laby to morph that second destroyer. Whoops. That's an annoying macro mistake right now. Eats the ghoul
먹으면 되죠.
to enable another destroyer.
땡기듯이.
아, 좋네. 언데드랑
Okay,
한번 좋네.
let's take a look at the Nova and Impale.
아, 근데 왜
Ooh, those ghouls. Look how they're stacked up.
아, 이거
Ooh, there's the Impale and the Nova. Oh boy. And that is very tough for the ghouls. Lich for 1-0 though might be going down here. Lich is dead. Item was on the Crypt Lord. The TP. Did he pass it to the wrong hero? All of a sudden, we got Laby in the game, and that is certainly a lead. He's got the 3-3-1 levels. 1-0. Continuing to fight here, looking surprisingly confident after that hero loss. He's got a couple coils still that he can use. Impale does not prevent the save though. Laby also good amount of mana on him. Got some coils and one Nova. Maybe now it's time for 1-0 to fall back. May have to give the rest of the creeps here to the opponent. Not something that feels very comfortable. Big Snowball. Mana Stone. Hells yeah, that is an amazing item. One of Mana Steel. Also quite good. 1-0 going for a second crypt, by the way. Wants to get ready for mass fiends, as it seems. TP forced, another fiend killed. One creep stolen. Laby going Banshees. Kind of rare to see from him. But this is a wonderful position for Laby. Clearly ahead. He's about to be 3 levels ahead. 1-0 has to get some more levels. He has to get the red camp.
그 해피 선수에게 계속 지다가 그 가고일로 전환 빌드로 한동안 좀 이겼었거든요. 지금은 아무리 그래도 선리치인데
One hero kill all of a sudden turned around the entire outlook of this game. And for the future, 1-0 probably gonna want some Invo potions. On this map, of course, there's only one shop, so the fight for invulns, for shop control, is gonna be so important. Okay, red camp item, Warsong battle drums. 1-0 has to go for TP, and he lost a ghoul and the Nerub already. Laby diving against the acolytes. That's gonna be some more lost mining time, probably. He's trying to Nova. Didn't actually get any acolyte kills, surprisingly. And now Laby has more camps close to the main base that he could creep. He's going for the lab. Probably his favorite camp. The lab for Laby. Also there's still a natural. And some greens. Don't forget your greens, kids.
이번 게임은 전 게임보다 훨씬 좋은
It's good.
게
Bonetime's bad item, of
레벨과
course.
이 중반 타임에 교전도 한번
Okay,
이겨가지고
1-0 though. He's looking for his opportunity right here.
멀티도 준비하고 있기 때문에
Impale
기술력이
for a
많이
bit of a
나거든요.
stun, but it's only level 1 Impale so far.
이때가 제일 위험하거든요. 준비된 게 완성이 돼야 되는데
Nova on the Death Knight. There's an Invul Potion. Laby once again not getting the kills right away on the enemy Fiend army.
잠깐만요. 이 교전
And
대패하면
1-0 all of a sudden. Smashing this fight on the retreat using the Impale. 2 more Fiends caught. And with the Nova Impale combo, that is double kill. What the hell? There was 3 Fiends and a Destroyer killed. And didn't get anything in exchange.
디스로 지금 확인했죠, 3시.
Except for a heal scroll.
여기 안 막았네. 그러면 이제 아래쪽만 가면 되거든요.
레비린스 라면 있을만해.
멀티 변수만 차단하면 이길 만하다.
And now the expansion might be easy to take out. Banshee tech seemed not quite ready yet for Laby. Also just unfortunate positioning. That creepjack. If not for that creepjack, maybe Laby wins this map, but now we are back to even. Expo sold didn't really pay off. And the Cryptlord now almost level 3. Laby though, still more experience, especially on the first hero. Level 3 Dark Ranger can be super strong as well with a black arrow. Alright, we got the level 3 though. Level 2 Impale. Against Fiend armies, Impale can be insanely good if you place it very well. Oh, 1-0 has crazy upgrades, by the way. He's working on 2-2 right now for his Fiends. But also 2-1 on Laby, so he's not far behind. Now trying to split against the Impale. Where are the Fiends for Laby, by the way? There's 0 Fiends. Looks like Laby doesn't have a good amount of damage output here. 1 Fiend coming in now. But that is not a lot of piercing. 1-0 keeping his Fiend safe here pretty well. 1 finally goes down. Dark Ranger was chasing for it. 1-0 is again running away with the fight. In the Fiend fights, 1-0 just absolutely bodies Laby time and time again. That's a 20 supply lead of 1 base. Looking for the Impale surround. Nope. Didn't quite get it. Not the easiest with Fiends, but still enough for the kill. The Nova will do it. And looks like this one's going to 1-0 again. Man, this early game was so good for Laby. Same as the first map, honestly. But unlike Happy, it seems like Laby just can't convert with the Fiend ghouls the way Happy does. And that's GG. 2-0 for 1-2-0. It seemed like Laby here was finally gonna do it. Maybe start breaking the curse. But no, the curse still seems very much active.
한번 삐끗하니까 와르르 맨션. 야.
120 핀드컨 정말 잘하네요.
그 뒤잡는 게 거기서
I didn't even enter
버리기가 애매한 게 디스가
Laby there yet as the player.
잡히면 그 자원이
2-0 lead for 1-0. Will this really be the third 3-0 in a row?
언덕 위 2점도 있었고요.
To recall once again, when the 2 players met in the Super League, it was a 3-0 for 1-0. When they met in the upper bracket round 1 of WSB, it was a 3-0. Now, if 1-0 wins the next map, it is going to be another 3-0. Well, let's see if that is going to be the case or if Laby can finally find a winning strategy. Hammerfall for our third map. It's going to be double ghoul. No, wait. It's not double ghoul opening. I was about to say. 1-0 does very, very, very rarely play ghoul opening. Normally only when he's expecting enemy fast expansion. But no, this is an instant alter and Ziggurat, so this is going to be a Tet Fiend build.
어떻게든 멀티를 좀 먹는 게 나아 보이긴 하는데.
드레드로 가나요 혹시?
헤드용 맵은 아니긴 하거든요.
리치로 가네요 그래도.
그치?
And of course, village first. This is what Laby always plays in this matchup. And 1-0 with the Ted Fiend opening is what he almost always plays in this matchup.
하면서 생기는 그 초반 마이크로 싸움에서도 계속해서 진화를 했고 그 자원을 잘 써야 되거든요. 뿔릴 만큼
I
잘
feel
써야
like
되는데 그 자원
Laby should try to expand.
타이밍에 대한 연구도 확실히 잘
This seems to be by far his
정말
strongest playstyle.
선수긴 합니다.
The one base attempts against 1-0 haven't really been working, even when he had a good early game, by the way. Even when he had a lead coming out of the early game. What happens if he doesn't get a lead in the early, or perhaps he even falls behind?
그 확장하면은 보통 이제 알타를 팔잖아요 최근에.
Can't say that I'm feeling very confident in his one base play right now.
2티어
5대1은 기술주가 나왔었거든요.
네 2티어가 완성될 때쯤에 알타도 지어져 있어야 되는데.
Also against Moon, right? In the one base games against Moon, Laby seemed to be struggling pretty hard, certainly a lot more than with the expansions. Laby is normally a macro undead.
아 발톱 나왔어요 110.
그리고 후반에 리치템으로
DK starting off with claws of attack.
언데드는 그런
Lich would love to get the same, and there it is, claws. Very nice.
괜찮다 뭐 이런 얘기 있고 막 해글은 뭐 어떻다 근데 클러랑 그냥 클러가 그냥 짱이에요. 해글도 좋긴 한데
Coil on the Acolyte, really? Alright then.
이번에 약간 3을 찍고 견제하는
1-0 delaying the first fiend by a long time, by the way. Goes tech into Ziggurat, into Fiend, then
첫 경기가 이런 스타일로 했던 것 같은데 그 경기도 이제 결국은 뭐 패배를 했으니까요. 사실 1, 2경기 정도면은 초반에 리치굴로 이제 풀어나가는 약간 정석 제대로 좀 갔다고 볼 수 있거든요.
잘했어요. 되게 좋았어요.
따내야 되는 플레이를 잘 따낸 건데
pretty aggressive posture here by Laby, pushing into the enemy main base.
적어도 3-2를 만드냐 이런 건데 1경기는 3-2였고 2경기는
Coil for the steal.
갔었잖아요.
That one almost missed, but he got it, so now 1.6 on both heroes. And why is Laby creeping so aggressively?
보고 빠지면 너무 마음 아프지 않나요? 레벨스?
Isn't this way too aggressive?
이거 본인이
If he was creeping on his side of the map, he could easily get level 3, or at least close.
먹고, 밑에 가제 지역도 내가 먹고 다 먹고 싶은 거예요, 사실 리치는.
가지까지 먹는 거 욕심.
네, 리치군은
This is way too aggressive for my taste.
지금 반반 가져가면은 무조건 핑드들한테 후반 밸류가 떨어지거든요.
아, 근데 여기를 못 먹은 거는 지금 턴 낭비 엄청 한 거예요.
네, 여기까지 와가지고 하나도 못 먹었다? 망한 겁니다.
진짜 완전 망한 것 같아요.
Hence the DK in the end, who gets level 2 first. Not what the Lich wants to see normally. But now finally he's picking up some serious creeping.
반반 가면은
Oh, but 1-0 is right behind him. Can try to get the steal. Oh, but doesn't get it on the troll. That's one coil wasted.
진짜 리치 울고 있죠 지금. 근데 다행히 안 뺏겨가지고.
1-0 looking for pickoffs. Low HP ghouls might be easy to chase down with that DK. Frostborn hungers.
그러니까요, 자신감.
한 발 정도 내주면 어때?
It's only one ghoul though.
레벨이 리치굴이 핀데드보다 밀린다는 게
Not a big deal.
얼마나 암울한지를 좀 보여주는 거거든요.
전판이랑 비교해보면 되는데 전판 이때 리치 3 찍고서 압박 들어갔었거든요. 그 말인즉 여기를 사실 120이 뺏기더라도 전판보단 괜찮다는 거거든요.
그렇죠. 어떻게 보면은 리치굴이 당연히 먹어야 되는 건데.
Alright, we're fighting for the Sasquatch. With the Nova, it's much easier for the Lich to get the last hit, but maybe the DK wants mostly the item. He gets the claws plus 8. And indeed the Nova secured the last hit. That's a wonderful item. That is the best item from the camp. Once they're getting a bit lucky, Lich is going to appreciate those claws. And the Lich is now out.
지금 앞선 경기 총 지금까지 3경기 중에서 가장 암울합니다.
네, 가장 암울해요. 이 경기가 가장 좋았고
맞아요.
한 경기는 약간 암울하다고 봐도 돼요. 이 경기는 너무 유리했다. 1경기는 뭐 적당했다라고 본다면은 3경기는 불리합니다. 여기까지 봤을 때. 뭐 1, 2경기 보여준 퍼포먼스 기준으로 보면은 지금 리치가 3레벨이 되어 있다고 하더라도
Good experience at least on the Lich. Trying to get the level 3 here. A lot of damage on these ghouls, by the way.
하지만 같은 데 먹고 있는
They're being sent back. Laby gonna pick up the big mana potion. He's got a couple of nice items. 1-0 with Scroll of the Beast. That one's gonna be especially bad later when we get destroyers. But earlier, it might be quite good. We are in fact not too far away from destroyers anymore on 1-0 side. He's got a nice quick tier 3 tech. Laby is gonna have to wait quite a bit longer for that one to finish. He's creeping up as well. Looking for that level 2 DK. But this is looking quite late on the level 3 Lich, to be honest. Ideally, when you play a Lich Ghoul opening, you want to be, as I mentioned now a couple of times, head on levels, fast level 3, keep getting more kills, and then level 4, you get a lot of mana sustain, and then you keep fighting, and you get level 5, ideally, fairly early. And level 5 Lich, level 3 Nova is crazy good against anything that's not magic immune. Can you play Dreadlord in Undead Mirror? Laby tried it in their previous match and it failed pretty spectacularly. But yes, it can work on some maps. Especially defensive maps with easy expansions. Dreadlord can work in some situations.
어떻게 버려요? 어떻게 버려요? 못 버리죠. 지겠다는 소린데.
Level 3 at last for 1-0 as well. Supply is looking pretty even. 1-0 again going for the Crypt Lord. His might cannot be matched.
스카이를 쓰는 모든 종족들 뭐 다 마찬가지입니다. 그리폰, 윈드라이더, 페어리 드래곤, 히포라이더 이런 것들 디스 묶이면은 자
Book of the Dead, another bad item for 1-0, so he might be getting a lot of gold from selling these items.
이거 재빠르게 7시 내려가면은 7시에서 만날 수도 있겠거든요.
경기들 다 비교해 보면요.
네.
이 120 데나 리치 빌드가 리치 데나에 비해서 레벨이 밀렸거든요.
맞아요. 예.
3-3인데 막 2-2인 경우도 있었는데 지금 게임 보세요. 벌써 3-3을 이미 찍어놨고 아이템도 더 좋아요.
크립토드 나왔고요.
여기서 파이클라도 나와줘야 될 것 같은데 나왔습니다.
나오긴 나왔어요. 하지만
Oh, plus plus 8 now also on Laby. Found it there from the camp, from the Golem. Impale. Only one ghoul kill. I think that's a win for Labyrinth right there. If that leads to only one ghoul, that's totally fine. 1-0 once more, working early on these upgrades. 1-1 already in queue.
이번에는 핀드 좀 굴 적당히 뽑으면서 핀드로 좀 전환하고 있는 레브린스긴 한데요.
네.
Oh, called too late this time. There wasn't even a silence. But well timed here by Laby.
경험치보다는 아이템이 좀 더 중요할 것 같거든요. 지금 상황에서는.
Laby feeling the pressure.
마나스톤 같은 거.
He's against the ropes here. If he loses this map or any other map in this series from this point on, he's going to be out of the tournament. Top 4 finish, not bad, but he would love to get onto the podium. Dispel against the silence, and here's the coil. All of a sudden the Dark Ranger seems less impactful. No mana for Impale anymore, I think, but there's still plenty more Nova, and there's a big one into the ghouls. And that's the thing about the ghoul opening. In the tier 3 fights, those ghouls die fast. Supply lead on 1-0 already. Trying to save his Fiend towards the main. That might even be working. Mana potion though. Fiend is saved. And Laby takes out an enemy Fiend at the same time. Supply gap is narrowing a little bit. But 1-0 never really seems to be dropping far away from the 50.
새로운 이제 드라이어드의 제2의 신인 된 느낌인데 핀드는 아직 독보적이거든요.
Both liches having exactly the same items, by the way.
해피 선수보다도
Well, with the exception of boots, I suppose. Boots versus circlet.
핑크 핀드 빌드는 뭐 말할 것도 없죠.
사이러스 타임 좋았어요.
Cryptid Impale here
빨리 잡았는데
can be an X factor.
아, 라비 옵시 다 잘려요.
Oh, and there's the Impale hitting basically all of the ground army. Well done. Good lineup there by the Crypt Lord. In these hero arena battles, also Crypt Lord really good. His right click is much better than the Dark Ranger. Of course, if you're in range, that is, to hit and attack.
전에는 또 약간 120이 거북이를 쳐가지고 살짝 안 좋았었는데도 이득 봤어요.
업그레이드 차이도 계속해서 벌어지고 있거든요.
1-0 wants to get the next red cap.
세 번째 단계도
Big consumable here.
3단계까지 됩니다.
Up for the taking. And with that, the DK is getting close to 4. We got an Ankh as well.
가져갑니다. 사냥 묶였어요. 인스네어 묶였어요. 인스네어.
Ensnare might be getting punished right away. Nice Impale as well. It's 2 Fiends going down right away. The coil was used on the Lich. And that is a painful creep. That wasn't worth it for Labyrinth. Didn't even kill any of the creeps. Unlucky timing, maybe.
110 자신감. 중멀 언데드 내가 보여줄게.
아, 이건
이번엔
WSB
선물합니다.
Laby's looking rough.
WSB 절망인데요?
He's looking very rough.
생각해보니까
Wait, 1-0 is making Gargs?
다 중수 선수네요.
지금 최근 몇 시즌 계속 그랬어요.
I don't know, there might have been a misclick.
네.
잘해.
Gargs are very unusual to see in this matchup.
이러다가 WSB 없어질 수도 있습니다. 한국 선수들 힘내야 됩니다. 전준환 선수 뭐 하나요?
아이, 림 만났는데 무야라고요. 림 만났는데.
1-0's level is looking quite good now. He's also expanding. He's feeling confident. He's got a lot of gold. He got the Crypt Lord level 3. Lich almost 4. DK is already 4. And Laby is almost 3 levels behind. But now he's going to get level 4 on his own Lich. Finally. He's trying to go into Banshee tech.
남아있는 것들이 있어서
That's going to take a long while though.
레벨이네요. 클로 나왔습니다 또. 아이템이 꽉 찼는 걸.
제110은 느긋하게 캠핑 모드로 가나요?
Very interesting. 1-0 because of Crypt Lord. Or in his Crypt Lord games, he's going fast for 2-2 upgrades. No Banshees. And not even many Destroyers.
해주고 있는데 인구 차이가 벌어졌습니다. 확장을 가져간 쪽이 자원 캐기도 전인데 더 많아요.
Whereas with the Dark Ranger, we did see Banshees. I wonder what the thinking behind this is. To go for this late game with the Crypt Lord specifically. I can't really make it out right away.
계속해서 공격적으로 공격 갔던 120이 안 가고 있다? 뭔가 이상하거든요.
네.
And now we got the Expo mining. 1-0 already working with a big army. 63 supply and more
공이방에
on the way.
이제 01방에
핀드 수도 많고 뭐 인구 수도 많고 업그레이드도 뭐 업그레이드 뭐 자원 뭐
So I guess 1-0 is in kind of a similar position to the first map. On Northern Isles, Laby was in a great spot in the early game. 1-0 didn't get things going too early. And then Laby had the expansion on tier 3 somewhat early. And 1-0 had to go all in with Banshees. Now it's Laby having to go all in with Banshees.
물론 여기도 가난하진 않은데 상대방이
But
너무
1-0 supply is just way higher. 66. Ziggurat at the Expo. There's going to be a Nerub. Triple Invuln and Heal Scroll on 1-0. He is looking very ready.
인구 70이에요. 20 차이.
And now morphing some more Destroyers.
들어가야 되는데 50 인구수로 거기다 벤시를 준비한 빌드인데
There's not even any Banshees here.
적어요.
Only now one joins.
급하다고
That
그래서
doesn't
안
seem to
돼요.
be enough, to be
시간을
honest. 20 supply lead.
이 쉘이 마다 50이었나요? 3기? 아니면 75였네요. 많이 있구나 이거.
Look at the Banshee. She can just use 2 AMS. Most of the army is still vulnerable. Is not all green.
아,
That's good for us casters, I suppose.
유닛들의 스턴 시간도 좀 이게 짧지 않거든요. 크리트로드가
2-2 upgrades. So strong here. 4-1-2-0.
공격이 딜로스가 굉장히 있었고
Can elude the destroyer, but the Impales can quickly look for return kills. Heal scroll was forced. Fiend still died. Nova is in. Next Fiend down.
아 뒷산 잡는데 너무 오래 걸려요.
We got one more Impale, maybe two.
언제 지지.
And that's gonna be GG. The curse is alive. 1-0, 3-0's Labyrinth again. Third time in a row. And with that, 1-0 is in the top 3. And Laby is eliminated. Okay. I was hoping that by this point we would have either the VOD that we could check out from the final day or replays. Let me take a look if we have VODs or replays.
아 살짝 아직 준비가
So the VOD isn't up yet. They also didn't allow Flow TV, unfortunately. I was hoping that today I would be able to sneak in stealthily and check out the games on Flow TV. But they have it disabled. Sad. Okay. And there's no way. And there's no way it's in the replays either, is it? Nah. Not in the replays either. That sucks. I would be casting the final day WSB tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm actually not here. I got the weekend off. I'm going to be back on Monday. Yeah. It's a bit of a shame that I can't do the final day of WSB. In case you guys don't know, we're not allowed to cast WSB live, so we can only do replays or VOD, rewatch. Oh well. Okay, is there anything else I can stream? Not really. It's just WSB today. Alright. I think I have to call it here, boys. I would have liked to do the final day as well, but that's not gonna be possible today. Sorry for the short streams this week. We didn't have too much content really, but next week we're gonna be back with more action and more longer streams when on Monday the Super League continues. I'm gonna send you guys over to Leon. He is a wonderful guy, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Peace.